And I've chose this song for pure talent. There's no hidden message before all. I don't know what his old is that, innit? Is it older than me though? Yeah, why is that stuff? I have that playing all the time. That's never. Oh, I might have to play it again. I've spoiled it. I had a different song to play, right? I was coming home in car. This song come on. Oh, this is all right. Yeah, I'll play this. I remembered a couple of lyrics, or I thought I did. I can't find it. I've totally forgot from getting out of the car to getting in the house. Not a clue, that song. Not a clue. I've been Googling AI, searched these lyrics. No. So I've obviously heard it wrong. Evening, Bear, Broxy, good evening. Dizzy for Jesus. Welcome, everyone. Karaoke night. You'll have to go first, Sasha. You'll have to go first. Yeah, excuse coming on. It always sounds terrible. What's Jerry saying? Let's have a look. What have I missed? Jerry. Good evening. Manchester Airport verdict. Well, bizarre. It's everything's bizarre, isn't it? I mean, you why are we not all millionaires? Because can you not bet on this shit? Because it's all so obvious. I bet that's no wonder, it. We'd all be absolutely minted. I want to make excuse. I want to try and find some rationale in it. In that all the media and all the frenzy just feeds into the prosecution's hands. But I don't know if that's true. I wasn't there. I don't know. We could read the transcripts in time if it's in Crown Court, innit? But hey, God bless, welcome. FJ, don't spam me up. Yeah, it's infuriating. Because I remember even thinking to myself, I'll remember 2 lines, so it definitely doesn't happen. Right, Sasha, welcome up.
Hello, Jamie. If you're going to put a karaoke song, I'll quite happily sing.
Oh, would you? I'm up for it. Yeah, it's Friday night. We'll chill on Friday. We'll do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Gamer, what are you singing?
Yeah, what I'm singing.
Not Gamer. No, I'm not singing.
Yeah, what I'm singing. I'm sorry, Mama.
Not Gamer. No, I'm not singing.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure this. I'm not even lying either. I've turned it down. But look, I've got Eminem on my screen.
Hang on. I'll show people. Hang on, I've got a thing up here.
What you got for us, Jamie?
Oh no, he was showing Gamer at something on the screen, didn't I?
No, it's only some little look. It's only Eminem on the screen. You know what I mean? I'm going to show a picture of Eminem. And it's not even, it's when I'm gone, it's not even, I'm sorry, Mama.
You are still extremely loud, so we are going to have to fix that first.
Roger.
Complex rolling in already. Roger that.
Roger.
Right, I've put him on 20%, must side, literally 20%, and he's still loud. He's Angela, you're on. Welcome.
Hiya.
Look up, Angela. You're right, darling.
Yeah.
It's karaoke night, apparently, Angela.
Come on, let's have a song.
But you can tap out.
If it's karaoke night,
Hey, Sasha. Hey.
If it's karaoke night, turn my microphone up.
Oh, yeah. Mike, when it's your turn, I'll turn you back up when it's your turn. How are you doing, Richard?
I'm all right, Jimmy. I'm all right. I see you've got all the normal head kisses up.
Yes, it's yeah. That's what I thought when you loaded in, Richard. That's what I thought when you loaded in.
Coming from you, Richard. What makes you more sane than me?
Well, Gamer, here's the thing. Gamer, I'm not worried. Do you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is Saturday. So in the morning...
We've had a banging our release. We've had a banging a night release. Have you seen Natural Born Saviors Killer's latest video, which he decided to post before Gamer under the boss?
Right, Gamer, in
I
the
won't
morning...
entertain him or his video, mate, ever again. Wash my hands. See you later. Adios.
Gamer, in the morning...
Especially for you.
Jamie's not interested. But let's explain what happened on the video you posted.
No. This is Jamie's panel. So if I'm not interested, everyone watching it, that's how it goes.
Jamie, come on.
Once you're out, you're out.
Let's put a song on, Jamie.
You're out.
Jamie, Jamie, did you get my email? Is that why you come live?
No, I'm glad I did go live now. Yeah, exactly,
Just
David.
read my fucking emails, you cunt.
I've been waiting 3 hours, me, for Jamie to
It
go
took me
live.
4
Get this
days
off
to
my
reply
chest.
to someone on TikTok. There's something wrong. I told you this. There's something wrong. And this
There
was
is
quite
something
important.
wrong, Jamie.
There's something wrong.
You're
BBA,
supposed to
welcome.
be teaching me how to have
Evening.
a panel.
Evening,
Oh,
evening all. Angela,
Yeah.
BBA, you
Yeah.
come up for
Yeah.
karaoke there. What are we going to sing, darling?
Oh, happy days.
Oh,
Oh, happy
happy
days.
When Jesus walked.
Oh, happy days.
No, I don't know.
I
First thing
actually,
that comes to my mind.
No,
here's
that'll
a
do.
story. I actually have that 45 from whenever it was originally released.
Oh,
What were released?
that
The
one.
record.
It
LP.
was from the Godspell album, and I actually
Oh,
have
that's the Al Green
45.
song that I played. That Al Green song.
No, Happy Days.
No.
I think.
Oh, happy
Oh,
days.
happy
Oh, yeah, leave a
days.
like for Jesus. Come on, and then, yeah, leave a like for Jesus. And I think
Yeah,
Super
we'll have
Chat
a like
there
for Jesus.
as well. If
Here's
anyone.
my gift for Jesus tomorrow morning.
Sasha's going to sing like a Christian song like Waymaker for us.
Well, it was from the
Waymaker,
Godspell.
true maker.
It
I know
wasn't-
that. I know that, Bear.
You don't, because that's the wrong words. No, you don't, because that's the
Waymaker,
wrong
true
words.
maker.
It was
Can
from
we play it?
the
Play it, Jamie, and I'll fucking sing it. Put the words on the screen and I'll sing it.
Yeah, it was from the Godspell album, released in 1972. So, but here's the thing. Here's the magical thing, Gamer. That I
BB, are you going to sing with me?
It's one of my favourites. Like,
Let's put a
Christian
Christian song
songs,
on.
you know.
Jamie, let's do
but
it. Come on,
everyone
let's
doesn't
do
want to
it.
listen to that. I'm sure.
No,
sure
come on,
everyone
it's
don't wanna listen
Friday
to that.
night. It's Friday night.
Exactly.
It's only 10 past 11. It's
It's
Friday
just
I'm
night.
all over it.
Come on,
I'm
BBA,
singing.
me and you. Me and you singing Christian songs. Come on, BBA.
I just
Jamie,
don't.
come
on,
I
please,
need
I
beg
help.
you.
I'm getting a few complaints in the chat, and I just need your help pinpointing who they're on about. So
Ooh.
it says, I have to dip out because I seriously can't stand him. That voice goes right through me, love.
Who, me?
No,
Sorry,
Oh,
you're-
that's Gamer. It's got
Sorry,
to be
Yorkshire
Gamer.
Gate. Bloody
It's
hell,
got
I'll
to be
be quiet.
Gamer.
It might be you. It might be you, Sasha. Let's have a look.
Gamer. It's got to be Gamer, babe.
Prepare.
To be fair, I'm not even
Put
saying
him on
anything. To
mute.
be
We'll
fair.
sing a Christian song, and then we'll
Right.
see how the audience can be, how Christianity they can be, and forgive Gamer and allow
Right, so
him.
here we go, Sasha. Prepare ye the way of the Lord.
Go on.
Prepare ye the way of the Lord.
Do
Now,
that, Richard.
this is from
I'm
Jesus.
doing this one, Bear, that he's showing us now.
So this is,
I don't think it is. It's not the one I know.
no, this is from Jesus Christ Superstar 1974.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
Holy night.
Dizzy, I love gaming.
I mean, that's a bit Christmassy, like, you
I
know.
love you too,
Yeah, I know
bro.
we're not in Christmas, but Bear, come on, let's sing our
I'll tell
song.
you what,
You
Sasha,
just-
I'll tell you what you would have
You
liked,
just
yeah?
added me out there to sing a song. Let's do it together.
Do you know what
Jamie,
you'd
put it
have
on.
liked,
Me and BBA. Come on, it's
You-
BBA night
I'm not
tonight.
singing what?
Friday,
What?
23:12.
I ain't singing.
BBA and me are going to sing.
Jamie
you.
wants an audience. He doesn't want everyone to disappear.
Oh, they're going to love this, BBA. Come on. Show your real
Yeah.
Christian side, babe.
yes,
Come on.
yes, yes. Thank you.
No, my choir boy side of that.
Come on,
Right.
I can do choir. La 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 la. Come
Welcome
on,
up,
BBA,
Di.
don't be shy. Hello, Di.
If you want to
Got
sing, I can sing all night if you like. Hi, Di. I can sing all night if you like, though. All night. I'm right
No,
up for it.
Gamer, we
Right.
don't want to hear you. It's about me and BBA
When the
now
mic's
singing
handed
Christian
down.
songs, bringing the fucking chat to Christianity.
I will
on a
entertain
Friday
you
night.
and baby, you and baby
After
together couldn't
Jesus,
sing as good as
Jesus
my
has just
one
turned,
voice.
Gamer, chill. Jesus has just turned water into wine. And
I've
me
been watching
and
some
BBA are
documentaries
gonna sing a song.
on Lucy Di. I've been watching. them
No,
on,
no, no, no. Don't be bringing that up again, please.
No, no,
Yeah,
just letting you know. I've
No,
done
no,
all
no,
that.
no, no, no. It's Friday night, Jamie. No, no, no.
He spoke
To be
to
honest,
me.
Jamie, I would
Can you say that
comment.
again?
I would comment,
Oh,
but
no.
I'm going to stick to my camera.
Yes. Yes.
What did you say?
No offense. No offense.
Amy died. Amy
What
died.
did you say?
He
Come
says
on,
no
Dad.
offense, but I'd give an opinion, but I'm going to stick to my camera.
And I kind of fucking
I'm-
blame you. I
I'm
kind of blame
gonna
you as well,
also-
Scott.
I am going to also stick to my original verdict. Guilty.
Jimmy, welcome
Oh,
down.
Yeah, me too.
Alright.
Guilty.
No.
No,
That's
no,
okay.
no. You think she's guilty? Give
Can't
yours
do
a
it,
problem, man.
The Lord
Can't
will
do it.
forgive them in
alright.
time.
In the balance in the court of law, I don't think she should be jailed. No, that's different. I think she's
I don't
guilty,
think she'd be retrialed.
but I
No,
don't
don't.
see anything that can send you to jail after watching what I've watched. I don't see
No,
any.
that's not the point. Do you think she's guilty of murdering babies?
Jamie, have
Even
you
if it
just
was a
been
1 on
brainwashed?
20?
Not even Cody.
Yeah.
You've been
You do
brainwashed,
think
Jamie.
you think he's guilty of murdering kids, Jimmy?
Well,
Who's he been brainwashed by?
Whatever he's been watching.
He's
Prove her
read
innocent.
the
Hang on,
he's-
Gamer, hang
Sorry.
on 1 second.
Roger.
I
He's been
definitely watched the same thing you
brainwashed
watched
For
because
those
it
that have
talk,
proved her innocence.
there's some convincing arguments either side. That's why it can't stand in court. But that don't help no families, does it?
One
It's
at a
horrendous.
time. One at a time.
Yeah.
It's by the by, this is legal. This is justice. I know
I
the
agree.
parents are and everything, but what,
Oh, for
what you're
God's
saying
sake,
is,
don't start it off again.
Mm.
Please die.
but how can
Not
you say
tonight.
brainwashed?
I've not had
Yeah.
a choice.
I did in to avoid it fanning any flames or bringing it back up again, I'm going to say nothing and
You
we'll do
shouldn't have said anything
Yeah.
anyway, Jamie.
What I'm saying is, Di, let's plan.
For
No,
fuck's
Di's done
sake.
some brilliant stuff, and if you look at these documentaries, there's Di, you'll end up getting clipped in them with all that you've said and seen if we clipped it about, because there's documentaries coming out all over the place. I'm going to get you on Channel 5.
Yeah.
I'll do that for you. No problem, sir.
Yeah. I did watch it, Jimmy. I
I'm not
watched
going to lie. I do think Di's got a good point, and I think she's got a good argument, and I think she is on a side that can be very powerful for her.
Yeah,
The
I'm not going to comment
Not
further
the
on
victim.
it.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
gone
let
out
this
there,
question
I'll
next
think of that.
we'll get a
I'm
link.
not
We'll get a
taking anyone's side. I've just read whatever I've read, and I've seen the facts.
exactly, Jerry. The
that's it.
judiciary is a lottery nowadays. It's a joke, says Jerry, and I think
course.
Jerry's saying this in response to what's happened today. Is if you remember, we debated multiple times the attack that happened in Manchester Airport between the police. Someone got kicked in the face. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, of course I do.
Yes. So from what I've heard, is they've both been found not guilty, and one of them's been found guilty of assault. Is that right?
No.
Wow, like you
No.
got smashing
No,
I believe, I read earlier, they both got acquitted, but one of them has previous for assaulting 2 police officers and a
Yeah.
member of the public, and they're in prison for
Wow.
that. No.
Wow.
Well,
No, one of them definitely got done for something to do with that incident, though. I've heard that on
He should
radio.
be
Yeah,
in jail.
one of the guys, the one who punched the woman, that police officer, he got charged and found guilty of it last year.
Okay, so it was the same incident, but it had already been
okay.
tried there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that
I
makes
only know
sense.
that because I had to do
Because I
that.
just wanted to make sure we got it factually correct before we start kicking off over this massive injustice.
Because I had to do it.
Yeah, so they're not totally innocent. One of them is. Can we clarify which one that is? And if we just say it, we're good. Who's innocent?
Probably the one who kicked the woman copper in the head.
Hang on. No, it's one who punched the lady. Hang on.
The lady one, who started smashing her in the first place, and the male copper was on the
The
floor.
one
when
that
he,
hit the copper is innocent.
Yeah, I wasn't talk TV. That's correct.
The younger one got convicted. Okay.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Anybody that assaults our police force, no matter where they are, should serve jail time.
Not
What would you do if
necessarily.
the copper got you
because
out
the
throat,
police
Richard?
can take
Oh, no.
advantage of their powers.
100%.
Yeah, Richard, what would you do if a copper got you by windpipe?
They can take
them in the
advantage
ball.
of their powers, Richard, which they
No,
do.
don't talk bollocks, Sasha.
No, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate and say, because we still haven't seen all the footage, I don't think. And
Don't
it
talk
suggests,
bollocks, Sasha.
but no, Richard,
Police
if police officers approach you and the first thing they do is just grab you by, or do something, is it is it right to lash out?
Yes, Jimmy.
No, it's a cover. It's a cover grabbing you.
Right,
If
Jimmy.
you know that the cover grabbing you, it's the worst thing you do. Start lashing out.
I get it.
It's the worst thing you could
It's not a
do.
wise decision. It's not a wise decision.
Anybody that assaults a police officer should do jail time.
I wonder why
But
they've been
does that
not
mean a
guilty, 'cause
police
that's a common
officer
view. It's
can
a
use
common
their
view, isn't it?
powers
That's a common
against
view.
Yes,
people?
Sasha, it does.
If you assault a police, it's common
Really?
view.
They can use
People
their
are
pow-
going to
because
think
I'm
that.
telling you now,
Hello?
if a police officer used their
100%.
powers against my sons, I would expect my sons to
Then
stand
your
up for
son must
themselves
have
and
been
not fucking
doing something.
tolerate that shit.
Your son was doing something.
If my
I
son was
think everyone
innocent
needs to calm
and
down.
police grabbed him,
I
he
just
was
let everyone
innocent,
release
and
steam.
they abuse their powers, I wouldn't expect my son to just
Listen.
tolerate it.
Well, I would
Listen,
expect
Sasha.
my son
Listen,
to do
Sasha.
it.
I want everyone panel to do a favour for me, right? Because I
I
want
would
this panel
expect my
to go on.
son
I
to
want
do
to
it.
listen to this, guys. I want this panel to go on as long as possible, right? And I didn't want us to be getting Jamie stressed, so he feels like, oh, my head's getting
Oh,
done. and
shut
that's
up,
what's going on.
gamer. We're having a fucking conversation.
Gamer hit the
Chill
nail
out.
on the head. Well said, Gamer. You are know me too well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So to get Jamie stressed, right? Everyone just calm down, take a breath. You know what I mean? Everyone speak, but stop shouting and just chill out a bit, right?
Okay,
Because I
I'm
want
We
this
don't
to get
even
on
know
for a
it.
bit. And I didn't want Jamie to
100%.
just quickly shut it down, okay? So stop telling us shut up all the time, Sasha, as well.
Just
Okay.
reading on this comment, and it's great to point this out, Ozzy, because he says it's crazy, and everyone refers to social medias nowadays to find things out rather than reading the paper.
True. True.
And if you're coming to me for news, you've had it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
true.
If you're going to come to me for news, you've had it and all.
Yeah, true.
Not today. I go to the CPS.
Well, if you've got big enough ears and you go from
I rely on
paracetamol to
Angela and
bullshit
die.
anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But Jimmy, I'm going to say this. The police do not stop you and hold you to account unless you've done something or you're
Oh, hang on a minute, Richard. What's happened to this teenage lad? That's come out in the court this week, yeah, where he was stabbed multiple times, yeah, and he was accused of being racist. The police handcuffed him. He got bled to death, and he died. And the police are accountable. Let's not stick up for the police right now. 'cause
That's
I'm
an
not-
exception. That's an exception, Sasha.
No, it's not an
Sorry.
exception. That's a fucking teenager's life.
Nah,
Listen,
well, I seen
listen.
a couple the other day, Richard, right? They grabbed some young lad, they throws him
Jimmy,
into some
sorry.
Hang on, Richard, let me finish. What I'm saying is, though, I seen them grab him. I don't know who they think they are when they put that uniform on. Sometimes it turns them into absolute
Exactly.
monsters.
I'm not going to fucking sit here and just shut
Yeah,
up.
they-
And
they-
just
they-
tolerate
can
it.
I-
They put that uniform on, right, and they turn into absolute monsters.
Well, I
and I
support
seen them,
our-
they got this lad, right? They got this lad, and they put him up on these railings, and these were pointy railings, right? I don't know if anyone's seen this, where it gets him on his chin, and it literally.
Yeah. To his
Yeah,
throat.
these absolute brutal. These are supposed to be professionals,
Exactly.
professionals, because they have a profession, and that profession is policing. That's not dragging people. No, they take piss sometimes.
They take
Richard.
advantage because of the uniform they're wearing. That's exactly why.
And in defence, there's a bit of these also. There's fear involved. So no, that there's a lot of times they can act hastily in fear. They've got a difficult job. They're always under pressure.
Yeah.
So these you got to see that, and
Okay,
so and they're
Jimmy.
allowed to make mistakes
So that's
when
what
you
the
work
police are teaching, isn't it? It's like
working
the level of
massive
extreme
environment.
force, isn't it? So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
company whether they use extreme
Yeah.
force or reasonable force.
It's
So
not reasonable for us. A teenager just fucking
Gamer.
died. He died,
That's what I'm
and it's
saying.
been in
That's what
court
I'm meant to-
today. Keir
what I'm
Starmer
saying.
is a fucking wanker, yeah?
Yeah.
He died by the force of the police. The police took the word from the boy that stabbed him, yeah? The
yeah.
boy that stabbed him was he turned around and said
What
he's
fact
been
have we got on
racist.
this?
They
I mean,
handcuffed him.
Sasha,
He was
Sasha, let me just
bleeding to
I'm
death.
just going to turn your voice. You're very loud tonight, Sasha.
I know I am.
What
I'm
facts
just
have you got on
fuming
this?
about this
What,
kid.
what's come out
Sasha.
specifically?
Sasha, I get it, but let me tell you, I am sick and tired. I am sick and tired of people in this country blackmailing and condemning the police force who we employ to protect us.
I agree.
They do a very difficult job. They do a
Yeah.
very difficult job. And yes, I'm not saying there isn't incidents where they're in the wrong. Of course there is.
Yeah,
They are
of course,
in the wrong.
Richard,
But
of
they
course,
do a
Richard.
very difficult
The
job.
lads, He's underage. He bled to death while he was handcuffed by the police by taking the word of the fucking person that stabbed
Well,
him.
that's what I just wanted to interject for and say. What facts and
Struggling,
specifics have we
dying.
got? And there's obviously going to be an independent investigate. Surely, police will be investigating it. What's?
But so there will be an independent investigation.
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out, Richard. What are the specifics, Sasha, on this at the minute? What do we know?
Well, basically, the police listened to the fucking person that stabbed him.
Yeah,
Well,
where have
the
you
person-
found this out from?
It's all over the news, Jamie. It's been over the TV for the last 2 days. He
Yeah,
was
but where's your
fucking
information
pissed.
from?
No, that's no, that's not what we want to know. How the story's got out. What's going on. Nothing has been released. This is what I'm thinking. I don't know if we'll know everything if it's just happened. We can't make these judgments.
No, it
that they've
hasn't
done
happened,
this and
just
that.
happened, Jamie. It's just gone to court. It happened last year.
Okay, so if it's a current case, when I'm jumping in, it's because someone he's been very specific about something someone said, or they've done this, or they did that, and sometimes we never really we might not know everything at this stage. Bear, welcome back.
Cheers, mate.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Welcome back. Listen, I'm not saying
I've missed it. I've known there was something going on, but I've not seen it. Thank you, Marcelo.
I'm not saying that our police force are
Please, could we
perfect.
look at it, Jamie? Because
But
it's sickening.
but
If
they
that
do
was
a
your
very
son, my son, or
difficult-
anyone's son,
Yeah, I will now.
tolerate it.
Yeah.
He was
You know what?
handcuffed.
I
He had
do.
several stab wounds, and he was left to bleed to death in handcuffs.
Yeah.
You know what?
I-
So there's really poor policing for sure. I think there's no denying that we have really poor standard of policing these days. However, I'm not even playing devil's advocate or defending the police, but I do think that we shouldn't expect the police to fucking tiptoe around suspected criminals.
100%.
Now, I'm not saying like the incident. I'm not saying the incidents that you spoke about, because to be honest, I haven't seen them all very well, so I can't really comment. But like this whole idea that the police can't just come up to you and grip you up. The idea that the police, I don't know if anyone CAB's the other day where the police chased
No,
them
never
lads
can't do that. No.
Yes,
into
everything,
McDonald's.
baby, yeah, everything.
No.
There has to be there has to be that. Listen, no, not with. Hang on, I'm not talking about that incident. So I've just said that. I can't comment on that. I'm on about just in general, yeah. Like this idea that the police can't put hands on you and they can't get physical is like exactly why no one fears the police today. Like I used to think that when we were younger, like you, for instance, that we didn't really give a shit about the police, but we did kind of. Like we knew that there would be some kind of consequences if you fuck about.
Yeah.
These days, the youth don't care because if the police do anything, they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. If they chase somebody on a motorbike, if they chase somebody on a motorbike, for instance, and it's a young child, a young kid, and he crashes that motorbike because of it and dies, it's the police's fault. But if the police weren't present on that estate, for instance, in this kind of scenario, and like there was loads of kids flying around on motorbikes, potentially maybe hitting people, and then people would be like, "Where's the police at?" So this is why I say they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. And I do think that the police should be allowed to take a bit of a harder approach. However, before we could ever have that conversation, the level of training that these police officers are getting would have to be far better.
Everybody's just talking over each other and jumping in, and it's got really difficult tonight.
I didn't mind waiting, Jimmy. I'll dwell on this another time.
Bollocks, you butted in 3 times.
So, Bear, I think you're making some brilliant points, and it's raising some great debate.
Right.
So it's bringing up some great debate points as well. Like, where's the line in that we'll go? Well, what's your reasonable suspicion? You hear it a lot, don't you? Well, articulate what you suspect me of, old matey, before you come touching me. But
Exactly,
what yours would be the opposite of that. It'd be like
I would say at the same
hang
time.
on, it'd be like if one.
Sorry.
I want everyone to be able to finish the thought.
Yeah.
So, because like, and I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
I have literally forgot what I was going to say.
I'm sorry, Jamie. Can you just play it, please, so people can see it, so you can see it? If that was your boy, 15 years of age.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, but we know that that's
what
clear.
we're talking. Ooh.
I'll mute up.
Just I'll have to put kettle on and be right
Whenever
back.
I was
Oh,
10 years
Jamie, they'll come back here. By the time you're back on that pedal, they'll come back here, Jamie, mate. They'll come back here in
I kind
seconds.
of agree with you, Gaber, with what you were saying before. Like, and I'd probably do it as well, yeah. But like there, for instance, I've just tried speaking, and before I'm even able to finish my point or finish what I'm
It's gone.
saying with
It's
Jamie,
gone and
someone else has already butted in. So then
Yeah.
we're kind of listening, and it's not going anywhere, is it?
It's irrelevant. The comment you're holding on to say it becomes obsolete and irrelevant because the time you've waited to say it because of everyone talking, it's now like just obsolete.
Or, Gamer, I will tell you this. See, whenever I was 10-year-old and I used to go and rob orchards, and I used to steal the apple, the police constable used to come up and he used to hit me around the back of the head, and then he marched me up to my mother and father, and my mother and father gave me a good wheeling.
Yeah.
Do
you think it was better like that, Richard?
Richard, it's different to being fucking murdered while you're handcuffed, bleeding.
Yeah.
to death and you're old, under the age of
The point I want to ask Richard, do you think it was better like that back in the day? Or do you think it's better now with all the woke policing, where police are like too scared to even do anything there?
Of course it was.
It was worse.
Our police officers knew our families.
Well, why did the youngins, where the youth to this day in England, have less respect for the police what they did back then? Answer that one.
No. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, the reason why, Gamer, is because that their parents don't respect the police.
Yes, I've gone to see it comes down to parents as well. It does come down to every generation.
You're right, Angela.
Gamer, can you just look at the fucking circumstances of this lad just going out on a normal night? He's just going out.
I don't know the case, Sasha. I have not seen the case.
And he's got stabbed several times, yeah. And then the man that stabbed him, the boy that stabbed him, turned around and said he was racist. So they handcuffed him while he's bleeding to death.
So they've lied to police, haven't they? And it looks like his family's been. So they've lied. I've just been reading it now, and it looks like they've lied to the police. When the police have got there, the family's told them something about we wear a turban, and he's assaulted me. And then the lad has then tried to escape, leaving a trail of blood.
That is wrong.
What's wrong?
That is wrong.
What's wrong?
If that happens, and
if what happens
because of their race gets privilege,
exactly.
Hang on. That's not. We're making a lot of judgments again.
This shit.
I'm going to find the video.
Please,
Sasha, I'm not questioned about this, but you're going to have to chill out. I don't care how know you get, Sasha, but you're going to have to chill out on this part of mind. How I mean?
If it was your son, Gamer.
It's not my son, no, is it? Just chill out on the YouTube channel talking about it. It's a first. It's a first.
So what if the police officer were your son, Sasha? What if the police officers involved were your son and they got home and they went, Mum, we honestly thought he'd done something wrong. There were blood everywhere. He was trying to get over the fence. He were making a run for it. We cuffed him and then we found out he'd been stabbed. We couldn't believe it. What would you say to him?
It was the boy.
Yeah, but what if that were your son, Sasha? That's your son. He's a police officer. He's been in force 10 years and he's fucked up. What would you say?
I don't know.
So your cat's got your tongue there, hasn't it, Sasha? So mind your neck in, right?
The police forces all over the UK do a very, very difficult job.
And of course you have, like, I think like anybody who goes out there recording the police who has hatred for the police, I think you're really naive, you know, and thinking what world you'd be living in without the police. Yep. Just imagine a world without police. You're really naive to think that, you know, we do need police, but everyone, I think everyone on this panel can agree is that we do all want good coppers. We didn't want any corrupt officers.
Yeah,
there shouldn't exist in the force.
Gamer, I have cursed the police out many a time, but I'm telling you something. My wife goes out in the mornings and walks the dog, and she takes her out at 5:45. And there was an incident 3 weeks ago where a man put her hands on my wife, and I was glad of the police force.
Well, we all need them, don't we? I'm not even talking about United Kingdom. I'm talking about the whole world. The whole world gets policed off and governed. And we didn't need them, really, or everyone would just be doing whatever they wanted. You know what I mean? Or then people would start policing themselves. And
I'm going to find this video, but I guess it's going to be more because I'm guessing it's going to be some lad crying out for help and getting ignored for such a, it's going to be something like that.
Jamie, it's devastating. I won't kick up a fuss for no reason.
Oh, I can tell. I know.
Calm down, Sasha.
Enough, right?
I'm waiting for you to vote VT. I want to see myself now. But yeah, just calm down, Sasha. I get your passionate about stuff.
That was your son, Gamer. It's fucking disgusting.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I didn't want to imagine it's my son.
Is crying and telling the police he's been stabbed to death. He can't fucking breathe. They've handcuffed him. And
yes,
he's
I know.
literally died in handcuffs, struggling.
Do you know how many stories I hear about this on practically a daily basis, Sasha? This is nothing new to me. It's like you're acting like this is news to me. I hear stuff like this happen on a daily basis for decades on end.
Compassion, Gamer. I'm sorry for that.
No, it's fine. I understand you're emotional, okay? But it's a bit unfair.
I give it a rest. You're just as bad half at time. Move on. Right, let's give Roger that. Roger that.
Can I just say this? For as many times as the girl
said to the young lad, "You've not been stabbed." He was stabbed
is that what he says?
several times.
Okay.
Handcuffed. And
Sasha.
to bleed to death, struggling. He's a fucking minor.
Sasha, they got it wrong. But for every time...
They shouldn't be doing that. It's not the point.
100%.
If that was your son, my son, or anyone else on this fucking chat,
100%.
We wouldn't tolerate it.
100%, I agree with you. But for every time they get it wrong, they get 9 right. That's it.
Mistakes ain't. You cannot make mistakes when it comes to young teenagers' life. No, you fucking can't.
Sasha.
No, you can't.
I know you can't. It's
there's no room for that.
It's inevitable,
mistake.
is what Richard's trying to say, and if you just look at the amount of mistakes that they do make, it is how it is. And I know it's wrong, and that more investment, more training, better selection, better police officers, and make sure they're better prepared. Yes. Because mistakes are going to happen all the time when you're working on impulse. When you're working on split decision, how can you expect perfection? When a police officer's job is like bang, bang, bang a lot of the time. And
I think this particular type of profession, Jamie, this particular type of profession, policing, should be well more vetted and make sure that, like, weirdos are not getting in. Like, it should be vetted much more than any other profession, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think the recruitment these days is like all wrong. I think if you went and looked at the police, say 20, 30 years ago, pre that even, a lot of the police officers come out with like a military background and stuff, and they're kind of like, well, coming from a fight. Do you know what I mean? Like now, like some of the avenues of how you actually get in the police are like they're a joke. Some of it's like all classroom stuff. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna. You're right. I agree. What you're saying is we need people who can handle themselves, people who can.
A little bit, yeah.
Well,
hang on, Gamer. Let him answer. I'm asking Bear what I'm asking.
Yeah. Didn't there used to be certain requirements? Like my granddad, so he used to be an inspector in the police force many years ago, and I'm sure you had to be things like a certain height. There were certain fitness tests you had to do in order to kind of get in as well. If you look at a lot of the shape of some of these police officers and stuff, like they can hardly run 30 seconds down the road.
These type of coppers you're talking about, what the fuck would they be able to do to me? Are you talking about catching criminals? Which is
it's not about you. It's about a fucking kid that's under the age of 16, and I'm very fucking passionate about it.
But you didn't know he would have died anyway regardless.
It's like, listen, It's not good having a weak police force of like weak little woke lefties. Or I'm sorry, we're just weak little people. You need strong people. You need people with a similar mindset.
Are we not misunderstand or not giving enough understanding to how the police actually runs? In that they have those teams, tactical response teams, door access teams. You know, they've got those teams usually sergeant led, but they also have intelligence teams in office, and everything's based on intelligence. They're not working on fly anymore. They're working on intelligence.
Need to learn from
and then that's why they're using the so they're approaching it differently. I guess things that we don't see, and so the things that we don't see whilst we're like, oh well, do you know what I'm on about? It's just a little bit different.
Yeah, it's like we didn't see it on the streets like we see 20 years ago, Jamie.
The main media.
20 years ago, we used to see them all over the street.
Go to the facts of the court, then go to the facts of the court, yeah? That'd better, wouldn't it? So, like, was it the pathologist, I think, at the end turned around, didn't they, and said that regardless of any help, even if they'd given him help immediately, he would not have survived. So,
but
therefore,
he shouldn't have suffered like that, Angela.
But the police don't have X-ray vision.
It was internal bleeding. Police have stabbed him.
The police, they didn't have. You can't see something internally. If someone bleeding to death inside, you can't see that.
But let me have a look at. I need to find the. I can't even find the video.
Sasha, what you're saying is 100% correct.
I think, to be honest, the only place you'll probably find it, Jamie, is X. I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if it's YouTube friendly.
Okay, right.
That is seeing.
All I'm saying is, Sasha, you cannot condemn the whole police force for that one incident.
Bear, when you watched it, what were your first thoughts regarding his response?
I haven't actually seen it. I've only seen still images, and they came from X as well, where I see them. To be fair,
has anyone in the chat seen the full video all over the net? All over the net.
We're all fucking parents here. We cannot tolerate this shit.
No, you're right, and those officers should be held there.
Okay, then, Sasha.
When you get shot,
police force.
I can't mute him again.
For that, Sasha.
Sasha, you're saying we can't tolerate no more. Okay, then do something about it, Sasha. Why are you saying we? What do you want us to do? You do something then, Sasha, about it. If it's pissing you off that much, what are you going to do then, Sasha? Why are you asking everyone else to clean it up for you? How about you do something about it, Sasha? If it's pissing you off that much, Sasha, you get up off your ass, you get up off your camera, and you do something about it, Sasha. How about that?
Right, should we bring some guests on? Just we need it even busier, don't we? It's not if it's not crazy enough. Let's liven it up a bit more.
I mean, I'm not bear. She can mind about it and say, but everyone needs to do something about it. Like that. Well, what are you doing about it? Nothing. Other than crying on YouTube about it.
To be fair, I feel like Sasha's tried to make a point. No disrespect to Sasha or anyone else, but the point's been made. We've then tried to discuss we've tried to discuss that point, and it's gone fucking nowhere. No offense, Jamie, but everyone's being quite disrespectful to Jamie tonight for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if there's something in the air, but like, just fucking shut up, man. Let people fucking speak. Especially the host, for fuck's sake.
Okay.
Pork chop.
How you doing, Jamie, mate? You good?
Yeah, I'm all right.
That's good.
Get involved, Pork Chop. Welcome up. Beep is wanting to join. First time panelist. Have a look.
Andre, come on.
I'll just to make sure you're live. Can we have a wave and I'll get you on? Beep. It says
he's not turned his camera on. He doesn't mind turning his camera on.
Yeah, he's got his camera on, but I need to know we're live and it's not a recording or something.
Yeah, it's not a recording. It's on.
Yeah, what's up, Society X, mate? I don't do that shit. I'm just live.
It won't be you doing it. We'd be getting set up. We'd be getting set up. Yeah, welcome up.
Yep. Andre, thumbs up. Andre.
Yes, man. How you doing, man?
Beep. We've got your channel taken down.
Good to see you, Andre.
Me? I haven't had my channel took down.
Have you not thought it hadn't taken down?
No, don't be stupid. What over a stupid bitch like that fucking stupid woman?
Whoa,
yes, that's true. You know what I
Here we
mean.
go.
You
Here we
know what I
go.
mean. Yes. Let's leave this out.
No, don't get him triggered. I'm not starting off all that nonsense. Bring him back on. Don't start. No.
All right, mate. All right, Mum.
Roger.
Good to see you, Andy.
You all right,
Yeah, you
Andy,
too,
love?
mate.
Big up, Andy. He's a good bloke.
You're a good man, Andy. You're a good man. A lot of time
Andy, is
for
Lucy Letby innocent?
Eh?
Andy's a good man. Good
Lucy Letby, is she innocent?
Oh, Jamie.
He didn't ask you, Porky. He was asking Andy.
Right, I'm not saying nothing.
I'll come back to you. Porky, Lucy Letby is innocent.
Me personally, Jamie, my opinions on it and what I've read and what I've watched and stuff like that, mate, I'm going to say innocent. I think she's been set up.
Fair enough.
Do you think possibly, because there's this whole talk of Lucy Letby maybe like a victim of a miscarriage of justice, yeah? Is there any like part of this where, because there's so many bits of content, recent content as well, that are more about her being innocent than guilty, that everyone's now just kind of like almost like had it ingrained into them that, oh, hang on a minute, maybe she is innocent, so everyone's now just believing she's innocent rather than looking back at some of the stuff that's real questionable, like really questionable. And I understand some of it might be circumstantial, but it still exists. The notes exist. The what I think is almost like a self-confession exists. The evidence of research it or looking up the parents of specifically those babies that died, I just think all is a very strange. And if it is all just a coincidence, it's one hell of a crazy coincidence. And I still think it doesn't explain her mental state, because she did write those notes.
Yeah.
They were her. So, and anyone writing that stuff down.
Can I interject and say, and then we'll go on to Porky, but I did see underneath, though, in them notes, where it said that I did this, I am evil. Underneath it says, why me? I am innocent. I did nothing wrong. And that ain't made a big deal, but it says that on the same piece of paper.
No, I understand that. I understand. And this is why I say when you read that, it's very confusing, and I'd be questioning someone's state of mind.
Why do you know these notes? One thing, guys. You know these notes?
No, not one thing, guys, because Angela were talking, Pork Chop, we're going to interject, so then we can come on to you then. No problem. Go ahead. Right.
They also didn't include the ones where it says, I haven't done anything wrong. Police investigation, slander, discrimination, victimization, why me, and not good enough, kill myself right now, despair, panic, fear, lost, and I feel very alone, I'm scared. And they were all done, that was all from her therapy and the therapist that was being provided by the trust itself.
Yeah, that was actually, we were acting on advice given by her therapist, and this was supposed to be a literal task in helping her feel better or something. Also, I made a big song and dance about all the notes, right, that she had kept, which she had done, but there were loads of others that she kept as well. But more, she were also making searches on Facebook of all the families, also at really weird times. Christmas Day afternoon, searching up. I don't know. I mean, that don't prove guilt, but I guess this is all stuff that the juries form their opinion on.
It's the point I'm trying to make, Jamie. Do you know these notes you're referring to? Is any reference in the redaction, whatever she was writing these notes, referring to any babies in hospitals, or could have related to something else? So there's mention the babies when she's talking about this gate. I feel
I'm going to can't be asked listening to this shit.
Okay, now Andy.
That's awful, Andy. Cheers for the respect, bro.
Right, can I have a word after you, Game?
Great contributions, Andy. I'd like to say it were a pleasure, but it won't in a bit, lad.
But listen, was there any relevance to what she was writing in these notes? What found under the fucking bed? Was there any relevance in the babies? What she was talking about in them? Was as far as I've seen, there wasn't.
So these notes would have been written before she was arrested, yeah? And she looked a little bit shocked. I mean, anyone would, I guess, for murder. but she wrote, what was it, JB? I'm guilty or something. What was it she wrote? Word for
Didn't
word.
say I'm
What did you
guilty
say
of killing
before?
babies, so does it, Bear?
No,
It
hang
didn't say
on,
I'm
hang on.
guilty of killing babies.
But she's saying something, and then like, she might say also, but I'm innocent, right? But she's like writing this stuff down before anyone's even like said a word to her, bro.
Yeah. Wasn't
So
she already
that's a
getting
bit
accused of
strange.
some of the
It's not like she had an opportunity from being accused to the writing those notes where like that would make
Yeah,
sense.
she would have been
I'm
caught.
evil, and then she's questioning herself. But for that to have been wrote before she was even accused,
No, she was
what you're telling me
accused.
that's not strange?
No, she
Well,
was
some of
already
them, it's very strange. All of it is, it's
She
very
was already
strange.
accused. She was already accused, and she'd been put on desk like duties only. And she was told she had to see a therapist during that time. So yeah, she had been already accused for it.
Yeah, and she was already, that's the way she was already
Right.
getting accused of precaution of other things. There was
Right,
already
can I
getting
say-
agreements off her off the hospital. Yeah, we had agreements off her. And she could be saying, "Oh, I feel guilty." She might have been feeling sorry for herself and just taking down notes. People do make journals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right, can I say something now? Can I think with Lucy Letby what it were, right? And if you all know by the government and how they corrupt the eye and they try and cover stuff up to, think of the hierarchy, and look after themselves higher up the top.
Yeah.
It were a mistake done by them of that hospital that it was a critical care baby unit. What they were trying to, what they're trying to run. It weren't working well. Lucy Letby, Lucy Letby was called many times while she was off, not on, to come and help these people. And also things were done not by her, but by other people.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the blame, but also you've got to think with this journal stuff that you're all on about, journals that she made, and I didn't do it. Right, you've got to think it's them ones at the top telling her that she's killed these babies. So she's thinking to herself that she's the bad person. Have I really done this?
That's a good defense. Although she should have been in the dock saying all that, shouldn't she? Really?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Can I just welcome Di onto the panel, please, as well? Di, welcome back.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Have you ever had a misrepresentation before?
I just want to 1 second. I also just want to get Ozzy Osbourne on.
Roger. I want to say this thing.
Let me finish what we're saying, please.
Jimmy, have you ever heard of
hang on, also, just in response to what Porkchop was saying as well. So it's not so much a journal, it were more also, it's like sketches, like bigger post-it notes in it as such.
Yeah, so let me finish what we're saying there, right? So she's meant to be a professional and stuff like this, and she was, like the top dog, like sort of thing.
Yeah.
No, she won't.
No, she's thinking she's good at her job looking after these babies.
Yes, she was. I think she was.
Right, you're getting people higher up that are telling her this is what she's done. So she's thinking she's bad at her job, even though she's good at her job. She thinks
I'm gonna let Di, and I'm gonna let Di sing the Wolves Poppy.
But to me personally, I think it's like it's a wrong thing that's happened to these babies, and I don't think Lucy Letby is to blame for it. I think it comes from higher up that should be blamed, not Lucy. To be quite honest.
100%.
Yeah, she was more bothered about her cats, weren't she?
Well, it's like having
Hey,
I'm with you, Ozzy. Yes, the way she said, I'm going to miss my cat.
How childish can you talk over things like this?
No, but again, it's all just like, again, it paints a picture of one state of mind.
How ridiculous people sound.
That's exactly what the prosecutor's job would that's what it would be.
Yeah.
It will be to show that she was an unstable person with an unstable mind, and therefore, because Jamie's right.
It's
if you look
amazing
at a
how
lot
people
of it,
paint pictures of others, isn't it?
Well, that's what we do as humans, though.
I'm afraid that's the way it works in a court of law when you've got a jury.
I know it's the way it works.
Yeah,
But
but
it takes someone.
that's
It
what
takes
the
someone.
jurors.
It takes
Right.
someone of her nursing ability. You get
Yeah.
grades 1 to 5. She was only a 3-grade
And
nurse.
also, you have to think about
Hang on.
who's going
No,
to
she
sit
was
this
a
jury now.
3-grade nurse. When she sees something was going wrong, she went to her nursing manager. Her nursing manager took her in. That manager went to the management. While that girl was at the management, there was a grievance because they were not doing their jobs. They took it upon themselves that they had to apologise through the management. They didn't apologise. One sent a pathetic letter to her, and then within 6 months they'd gone to the police of their own volition.
All that
Two of
stuff
those
everyone
doctors,
gets, and we can
two
all
of
watch
those
all these
doctors killed
documentaries.
baby
No,
Kay
no,
and
die.
killed baby O.
I don't want you to have to repeat everything that you've already said. It's not fair. And no matter all
But they're
them
going
stuff, all
straight
them
for
facts,
paper,
all them
sis. It's
stuff,
pathetic.
but don't you want to? I want to just make this point. Regardless of all that, don't you think it's really to give it to some thought, even after all that and knowing everything? There's still people like me who are still, because all that spec, you're like, oh yeah, looking at all that. But then she goes, oh, I'm going to miss my cat. And that holds a lot of weight to me. Do you know why? You'll say it's daft, but no, it's not daft.
Yeah, because that's the person.
Because you've got a young woman that lives on her own in a property or whatever,
Yeah,
and she's worried about her cat. And?
And that's ridiculous. Oh, that's ridiculous. And it's
Well, the
ridiculous.
coppers bag you up. You're worried about your dog's left at home, aren't you?
Well, I won't be commenting
Yes,
getting
you
arrested for
would.
murder of. If I would get
But
arrested.
you're not a young woman in that situation being accused of all that. She don't
Anyway,
know
I'm
where
just
she is,
saying
she don't know where her mind is.
these are the jurors. Some of the jurors will have watched that and they'll have gone,
Go on, die.
Cat. What?
And now, surely it's going to be
They don't
difficult
play
to
the
find.
videos in court.
Wouldn't it be difficult now
Let's
to
just
find a
release to the
jury
media. An arrest wasn't made shown in court.
because of how high
It's
profile
only
this
shown
is?
to the media.
It's
Yeah,
going to be
so
so
on the-
hard to find a jury that's actually not influenced in any way.
On a
Like-
serious note,
Yeah.
it's no kid off my nose whatsoever. I literally joined as this conversation was second part, and I can remember I seen the documentary on Channel 4, you know, and that's the only reason why I said about the cat.
So when you watched that documentary, that cat stood out for you as well.
Yeah,
And,
but it did, yeah, 100%
I
correct.
think that's the I mean, I can see
I don't
how
know, I
it
think
is.
that's the name.
Of course, we can die.
I
But
don't
it's
know.
it's those little things that are adding to a
The
jury's
little
decision.
things, yes, the little things that add up to me as well. Like there's, I think there was 9 murders. They said 7
Yeah.
attempted murders, and yet 2 of those babies were killed by those 2 doctors. One cannot be named. One inserted a tube the wrong way, and one gave an injection
Right,
into the
so they've
liver
not-
the wrong
well,
way.
that's that-
I don't
that's,
see the media crazed on that. Do you?
You do not know, but that
No,
be
there
your
you go.
language. Your language. Well, has he been arrested? Because
No.
to say someone's been killed, they need to have been charged and found guilty. So I guess that's not happened, has it?
No, they
So
did
you're,
it
I know not.
accidental.
You're saying on here, well, he's killed these babies. Well, show me the charge. No,
It's
he's not.
accidental. It's been put down to
Well, that's
accidental.
different, isn't it? So that's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's different.
can I just say as well, weren't it proven right in court when Lucy Letby was there, the category of that ward where the babies were was high risk, yeah, and these
Shouldn't have
deaths,
been though.
yeah, but these deaths were made, and when she got arrested, apparently these deaths come down,
Downgraded.
yeah, downgraded, but
Sent to
but didn't they stop? You know, like after she'd been arrested, they stopped accepting more babies into
Yep.
that
Yeah,
ward.
because there were
6
that many.
babies.
Yeah, they
No,
stopped
that
accepting
isn't
more
why they all
babies.
stopped.
Went down.
No, it wasn't. It was because of
Yeah.
the hospital itself was overstaffed. They were over. It
So-
didn't have
Understaffed.
They were understaffed. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I do think, regardless of my opinion, I do think also there should be people higher up that should also be sat in a prison cell right now.
Well, yeah,
Just for the
I'm
simple
the rest.
fact, I know
I'm
in
the
my
fucking
job,
rest, mate.
I
I'm
have
the rest.
responsibility of a group of men. Yeah, and if those men aren't doing their job and underachieving, it
Well,
comes
that-
back on me. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm responsible for them basically.
100%.
As silly as that sounds, even though they're men. Like
Mhm.
anything that goes on, it comes back on me. So that's it's very strange that like nobody's been held to account in that hospital. I don't know how far up it would go or who in
Well,
that
maybe
chain of
because-
command
yeah.
should be found guilty of something, but that she, in my opinion, I think is guilty. I could be wrong, but
Ben,
either
no,
way,
you're not
whether
wrong,
she's
you're not-
innocent or not, these people should also be in prison. I think.
Yes.
100% BBA, 100%.
The cat situation, just to explain, it's not the fact that she's saying she's going to miss a cat as such. It's the fact that she thinks she's never going to see the cat again.
Well,
And
she'll
it's-
think.
You
Yeah,
know,
but Jamie-
Jamie, talk about Joe Barnett's her neighbour. As soon as she walks into her gaff, yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hello." Proper lovely dovey to a cat. And
Yeah.
I think, I think that's good, that, because obviously she's got no one to come home to.
Well, she's going to think it's catastrophic.
I said, I'm thinking there, back in your mind, cat litter, stinking the fucking urine and fucking etc. Because they do sorts of smell, especially in this heat.
Yeah, Di's answer to that one is that didn't they stop doing or something? I don't know. No, Flora says if it wasn't her, then why didn't it carry on once she left?
No, death did
Sorry
still
again.
happen.
What did you say? What did you say?
Why did the death stop once she were gone?
No,
Death
but
didn't
it didn't.
stop when she death stopped.
Didn't
The
stop.
death
What,
didn't
kids are still
stop.
dying at a high rate now?
When you have premature
It
babies,
didn't
so you're
stop.
talking.
No, I know. I understand that babies get ill and die, and I know they're very ill to end up in the
but what I'm
units. Of
saying
course
is,
I do.
you've
Because one went
but
from
you're not
Chester and they went
listening.
to
You're
Liverpool,
saying,
and
yeah,
when they
yeah,
moved
but
from
you're not
Chester,
Come on,
listening.
I'm listening, Dad. I'm listening.
Yeah, but Di's going to tell us they're very poorly. Well, we know that, and she's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
say
So
she's
why
going
are
to say
you
they've got
putting a
small
very
lungs.
poorly in an
Yeah.
understaffed hospital that has
Yeah.
been downgraded from a
Yeah.
5 to a 3? It can only take babies
Correct.
at 3. So
Agreed.
that baby, those babies are babies that are born like with jaundice, or those babies that are born, let's say, 3 weeks early. You're
No.
talking 19-week babies that got another 20 weeks. You got
Yeah.
triplets
But
that were
Di,
born
it always makes
cesarean
me think. I
section,
know.
born and they're contaminated with sepsis. You've got these babies where it takes 5 professionals to put 1 air tube in, and then
Yeah.
these babies' tummies are filled with gas. And then you're saying, well, Lucy was around. They were all around. There was 4 other nurses that were on site the same
Yeah,
time that
that's
she
why
was.
more people should be in prison. That's why
Yeah,
more
the-
people should be in
Exactly.
prison.
The figures only went down is
You've
when
got 2
they.
consultants that should come in every day, twice a day. They came in on a weekend.
Right,
The
What we
figures
don't know,
only
I
went down
guess.
is when they
got
started
poor
epilepsy poorly
sanitation.
babies.
what does that
Yeah.
say to you?
Yeah, 100%. That.
What
Yeah,
we
the-
You
don't
had
know
2
is
sets
if
of
she had.
twins, 1 set of triplets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what I reckon, what we definitely, what the thing you need to work
She's
out
a
is in this
whistleblower.
court case, yeah, is you need to work out whether she solely had the intention of going into work and going
Of
out
course.
looking to kill
None
babies.
whatsoever.
If
No,
it's
I
not
don't
that,
none
if
whatsoever.
unless you can prove that, it's
Which they
not
can't.
that, and it can only come down to neglect of, like Di
It
said,
is.
everyone
Right,
that worked,
BBA.
There's no
anyone that
witnesses
worked those
there.
shifts.
No, all fire. But what about this then? So I come to you writing down every little fucking like.
Again, it wouldn't matter
Have you
what any
seen
of
that?
us
Have
think.
you
It would
watched
come
it?
but
down to
you
that's how it
you
would
took
work
them
in a
on
court of
Can I
law.
make
personally.
a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion? Right. So everyone keeps saying Gamer's talking over everyone. So what if we try something where Gamer is in charge? Right.
Okay, now well, no one will have a chance.
Please, no.
It's worth a try.
I'll let you have this, Lucy. Let me debate all day. Because the days are going to get nowhere with it until we actually get
I
the
don't think
good stuff.
up for the job.
You're going to get them
Wait till
said,
the day
Jimmy.
comes when you're all
Up for the
proven
job.
wrong.
But
Get up.
Jimmy, I think tonight on a more positive
I'm
note,
telling you,
Jamie.
there's nowhere they can go with it. They're going to throw it out.
I've
100%.
found out a really good game you can play with, like a panel like this, which will
Okay.
become just named Imposter X.
Oh, me and Angela is definitely on them waves. They've looked
I'm
at what
not
side
getting
what side is the
it.
king on that.
Right. You've mentioned Gamers. The average idiot quiz is in. Welcome in.
It's not a quiz. It's being an imposter.
Yeah, changed my mind already, James. You're no longer in
Right.
charge.
Jamie, brother, I'm going to bounce me. I'll let you crack on, mate. But I'm
Cheers,
not
Paul.
being funny.
Yeah,
I'm with Di on this one. 100% I am.
So am I.
So, but no, thanks, Jamie. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you,
Yeah.
Angela.
Okay.
Richard,
One love to you, mate. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Pork chop,
Ozzy,
take care.
Di.
All right, mate.
Yeah,
Take
remember
care.
Are you there? 'Cause I've got another Richard backstage. Oh, Richard.
Another dick. That's
Oh.
another dick.
Oh, it's weird that you're a different colour as well.
Might be that Upton bloke, the porn bomber.
No,
But
no, it's talking.
But no, I
Richard.
do think that, you know, I
Every
do
time,
think that, like,
every time we hear that word, poor bomber, you know, automatically all we all think of.
Um,
Di, can I ask Di a question? Di, you've obviously researched this loads, yeah? So, in her first trial, you said you read court transcripts and things like that?
Second, the appeal.
Okay, because what I want to know again is like exactly what I just made the point of before. Was that court case about just,
It was based
you know,
on
like you say,
circumstantial
based on
evidence. All
just
of it.
all just circumstantial?
All of it.
No, you
Then-
haven't read all of them transcripts and them fucking.
Can you?
No,
Gamer,
because
can you
well, like
just
I
shut
said,
up?
what you've
Just
got to
2
do,
minutes.
especially
All
in
of
a
it.
retrial, because in a retrial, it's like, right, that we potentially got it wrong the first time. So the
No,
second time, they need to make sure that they cover every single ground. Now,
With-
again,
It didn't
the
get
only
it.
way,
If I
and
can
I
just
don't
tell
know
you,
law,
yeah. She
I
had the
don't.
first trial. The second was the Court of Appeal, which she was refused. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm
Now
not
it's been
qualified.
sent because it's gone back to the CCRC. Yes. Which is the
Do you know
review
the
thing.
contract, the
Because
transcripts?
not
Hang on,
all
they're
the
trying to get to
evidence.
the bottom of something here. They're
Fucking
trying to get to
listen.
the bottom of the specifics. Go ahead, Di. I think I know where you're going. I think so.
Yeah. It was
So
sent to the CCRC because of the new evidence that have come to light, which wasn't allowed at the appeal. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Right.
So
So now they've got all that evidence, yes?
yeah.
And they've all on the appeal and the court case, they've gone with one person, which is Dowie Evans, one person, no statistics or anything else referring to her appeal, not the initial trial, the appeal. That appeal now got sent to the CCRC, whatever it is called. They have referred it to the Thirlwell inquiry because 16 worldwide scientists, neonatologists have come through, giving every single child. 16 people took away 2 case files, each 2 of them, they were set off in pairs, each 2 of them looked at it, brought it back, and every one of them found no malfeces.
no,
Okay,
that's
so
all.
even
Given
more.
to Dr.
Yeah,
Shuley.
they didn't say that word. They said no murders, didn't they? Didn't they say
No, they
that?
call
Okay,
it
well, more
malfeasance.
so
They call it.
if they've got these 16 doctors around the world, yeah. This is the
Yep.
point I'm trying to make. So you have them that are all in. That's the defence for Lucy, yeah. And then you've got to look at how the prosecutor and the other side is going to play it. And the only way they can play this, and then again, it's kind of with the defence as well.
No case to answer.
Is no, not that. It's that they have to prove, like I said, that she went in every time she went in on a shift. She went in with that intention of killing babies.
Yes,
yeah?
and they have no evidence.
I agree. Unless they can prove that, I believe she gets off.
She does.
Regardless of
She
my
does.
opinion,
Yeah,
I
it doesn't
believe
matter.
that's
It
how
doesn't
it will
matter
play
anyone's
out.
opinion,
Yeah,
does it?
yeah. Do you know if
That's
she
how
gets
it will play
back
out.
My understanding was as well. I agree that the professionals are saying we can't see any murders in any of these cases, but what we can see is horrendous care of these poorly kids.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
this-
exactly.
Yes.
they're saying this hospital would have been shut down and it's a
Yes.
disgrace. That's what they're saying. However, the court will have heard that as well. This ain't the first time their defence have got up and said that hospital's shit, is it?
So don't get me wrong, all you guys, right, I'm being honest, are looking at the scales of justice up and down.
Yo,
Now,
that's not me.
someone's
It's not
got
all
to
you
look.
guys.
If
That's-
someone,
I'm not.
if someone has a grievance against someone, they're going to hold on to that.
And you are
remember,
talking
you're
about
going to hold
Lucy.
on to that, and that's going to
You're-
carry you through. And that
And
is
you are
what
talking
happened.
about and you are talking
Yeah,
about
but-
Lucy left.
In other
Lucy
ways.
Lepre. Wait that, guys. You are talking about Lucy Lepre taking on solicitors, taking on the top NHS natural health searchers, top lawyers in the company. You know what I mean? Them go put a
Well,
couple
you know
of
what I mean,
skins
That's why they
She's
don't
got
usually
top
allow the
lawyer-
appeals gamer because you can
She's got
find the next
top
guy.
criminal
Yeah, but they're
barrister.
10 a penny out the die. We've got so many countries.
No, not
Yeah,
Mark
yeah.
McDonald.
That's why
No,
these
he
appeals.
hasn't.
No,
he
yes.
hasn't. He's got many injustices off.
The
She's
reason
got
these
the whole
appeals they
public
don't
behind
allow
her.
though Yeah, but
She's
the
got the
reason you've got
media
to
now
find
behind
something
her.
substantial is because it's so easy to go, well, I'm an expert. I'm an expert. I'm an
Of who?
expert.
Of
Expert
what?
opinion. Well, no expert opinion. It's an
Yeah,
expert
one.
opinion.
Just
They
say
had
one
one.
of the.
Do you know,
They had one.
I do agree on that. I really do. What Jamie
just
just said there, society is, I agree on it because it happens to me. Obviously, not in this context, what we're talking about now currently. And I mean, I choose not to follow shit like that. You know, blah, 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 etc., etc.
Yeah. We want to know how to
This,
treat the cat.
but this is how easy shit can happen.
Easy.
The cat's so easy, and then they fall in the trap. Maybe she might have been misrepresented. And then,
The
so
person that
see,
It's going
spoke
to be
about
the
it.
biggest ever miscarriage of justice that
Yeah.
England
I
have ever
think
seen.
it's guaranteed.
He's just a
Nah,
big
I disagree. When was the
I'm sorry,
Justice
guys.
6? Because
No,
I
no,
would,
you don't have to keep saying sorry. I'm sorry, but you're probably
No,
just
this is
too
bigger than
scheming
that.
to take part in this debate.
I
So
would
you don't
still
need to
say one of the
apologise.
The
biggest
difference
There's
in
been a
NHS,
few
the judicial
miscarriages,
system,
and
everything.
I personally think one of the biggest miscarriages of justice still standing is Luke Mitchell, to be honest.
do you know what we're talking
No,
about
no,
now
no. You
is
got
only
you got the
only
the,
that individual person will know, no matter how good lawyers you've got and rah, etc. Only one person will know, and that's the person that did it for themselves. That's the only way of knowing.
And don't you have respect for the? What about just the judgment of the jurors? They've made a judgment, and they've seen
Yeah, well,
they've
of course,
seen their
yeah.
movements, they've seen their
They've
mannerisms.
worked it out.
Apparently,
Yeah,
when
I
a
don't
child
get. I
died,
don't get you
and I have to
people when
shout
you.
every time I want to say it though. But I mean,
Sorry.
they've seen every mannerism in that court. They heard every witness they've seen. They all lot. Some of the doctors at the hospital said when a baby died, she wanted to like throw a party. She was loving it. She wanted all attention.
Where's this coming from, Jamie?
Baby's died.
Where is this coming from?
Oh, this was someone I watched it this afternoon. He went.
Oh,
he
right,
was like,
yeah.
well, yeah, his words, not mine.
So Jimmy,
throwing a party.
Jimmy,
Well,
Ridiculous.
like she went, and then did you see the witness where the parents that said where she laughed when they thought the baby had died, and she said that she was laughing when that said no, we only give these boxes to the babies who are really ill or something. There was some awful.
Jimmy, the evidence presented isn't always the complete evidence.
No, that's why they have to make a judgment, isn't it?
Well, you have to make a judgment on the evidence presented, but that evidence isn't always fair and true.
That's
I
evident.
the same documentary as you, and I can tell you, I don't believe she's guilty.
I don't believe she's guilty either. And listen, when you talk about
sorry, Gamer, go on, mate.
When you talk about circumstantial evidence and all, a lot of this, everything you're saying about, oh, she was laughing on a party after her death. It's like none of this makes you guilty of murder. None of anything I've seen makes her guilty of any murder. But then you've got to look at this other side of it as well, and what backs up a lot of it when you're not in the judicial system, when you've actually been through it. Listen, Lucy Letby is a little nobody, okay? Comparing the solicitor she'll be getting, she may have been misrepresented of legal advice, telling her to say this and say that, do this, do that.
Exactly.
And then remember the NHS will have the best lawyers in the country.
But Gamer, one thing. I'll just say one thing. It's amazing how all these people here are now talking on this panel. Take us back 3 months. Don't get me wrong. Oh, what about the air bubbles? What about the insulin? What about this? What about now? It's all been proven.
Don't I don't know what you read about. I don't know what you read about that.
No. It has not been proven. It has just been proven that he only gave that diagnosis because he couldn't find anything else to diagnose. That's not proof that it's not
What are you on
that
about?
guy.
He couldn't find. He's a top bloke. He's an
That's
expert.
his
Of course he couldn't
words,
find
not
it.
Matt. You shouting at me as if I said. That's what he said.
That's what you said.
But that's why they've diagnosed that, because there were nothing else to it. The discolouring of the babies and the sudden death. Babies don't just die. They've got statistics going back as
But
long
you're
as they've
not
been
getting
running
what
these
point I'm
wards.
trying to say. You're not understanding the point I'm trying to say. One doctor who hadn't practiced in 15 years.
But
One
the
neonatal-
baby still died. The baby still died, and there's these there's these wards.
So it's the
There's one in
doctor's
West
fault.
Yorkshire. There's one in Middles. There's one in Wales. There's one in Scotland, and all them babies are not dying at them rates. There's these wards all
Jamie,
over.
go in, have a look at the rates.
But
go and have a look at the
there's
rates.
some shit ones. That's what needs to happen. Then I guess, and if they could show.
So we're not
but-
dismissing that then.
I've done
We're
that,
going
just saying.
forward with that.
Di,
So you
do it
think
out.
one woman was able to carry out all these deaths in this hospital rather than become detected by anybody else? And you was there to get away with all these
If it
deaths
had been a man,
before long.
if it had been a male, is the fact that she's female, because Harold Shipman,
So you're moving
I
on
mean,
to
he
something
managed
else
to,
now. Another
Harold
excuse.
Shipman managed to do a lot at the hands of his
Another
medical
excuse.
work. Hang on,
Well,
it's not an excuse, it's another debate. Is it? Well, it is. Harold Shipman did a lot. He's making the point, what could one person do this? Could it really? Yeah, it's so simple. They had it
my-
demonstrated, putting in a little bit of air into a.
For some
Yeah,
reason,
that's it. And they
I
pumped
just
it up,
didn't
getting
feel
it
the
to the
same
back
energy.
PSI.
I didn't feel the same energy, Jamie, of that, but I get from Harold Shipman and Lucy Letby. For some reason, I feel that this case is very strange. I'd love to get to the bottom of it, probably never will. But I just feel that I've been pinned off her by maybe miscarriages in the whole department at that particular hospital, and they've just pinned it on Lucy because it was the easy way out. That's how I feel, bro. I
She's in
didn't look at
hospital.
her like a Harold Shipman at all.
Absolutely atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious. And I always think that someone in that position should be screaming from rooftops, and she
Yeah,
should be doing,
exactly.
she
Yeah,
should
like-
be doing that.
Jamie, like you just said there, atrocious. This is what the world is becoming. As you know, everyone knows it. You know, I know that Dad said previously about everyone on this panel, but this is the first time I've been on this panel for quite a while.
It was just
Couple
a
last
statement. It
middle
wasn't
last year.
intentional.
I'm not. I know, Di. I love you, man. I'm not having a dig. I'm just saying it outright as it should be said. Do you know what I mean? I don't know everything about everything. It's impossible to know that unless you're under the hierarchy that knows them kind of people that can push the levels up to another level, then another level, and before you know, it's like, wow, is this actually how it is? But obviously, we only know what we say ends the conversation.
It shouldn't be allowed to happen, should it? You're right, as there's no way you should be able to get in a British court of law and be found guilty of such heinous crime like that. It just shouldn't be possible. But if you've got a whole, like Gamer saying, NHS against you, this is all to cover up this, and then
yeah, and that's it. It's never ending.
You're trying the top lawyers in the British legal system, NHS lawyers. Boom, good luck trying to fight them.
Mr. DeWitt says these 16 experts are the top of their field, wrote all the peer-reviewed medical papers, and they know the difference between murders and medically explained
Which I
death.
told you last month, and the month before, and the month before that.
Yeah, I'm not saying you haven't. No, that's not what. But I would again say, did they tell the court that? Yes, I guess they did. But
No, they didn't, because they weren't there at the first trial.
they're not going to be able to come in and go, oh no, actually it wasn't that. We can now prove it was this that caused that death. That is
because
the
they weren't given the evidence. They were only given it by one person.
Yeah,
no, but they're never going to be able to do that other die now. You know.
No, they're not. That's the
I
whole
think
point.
that's the problem though, Di, isn't it? When you've got that's what we have as well though to go on as well. Like obviously this has come out now, and so I think it's like that's why I think a lot of people had that same opinion at the time, because that's the only evidence or facts we had about what was said at the case. And
Yeah, and now it's
come out
changed.
since, hasn't it? It's
Maybe.
100%.
And guys, I don't think a lot is like, even I don't think Sally's been through the system all my life.
So what is it
I
with the
did-
bias? I'm just asking.
I
It's
was
only a
thinking that, you know,
question.
I
Sorry,
didn't
Gamer.
think I didn't think like all of us really understand a lot of the legal ins and outs of it. What the prosecution and the defense can present when it comes to evidence. It's like them can present whatever they want and what like they get instructed to present. There's loads of legal implications and a lot of things where what they present to the trial, what evidence they want to present. But this does look like a really dodgy case to me. It's why I'm on Di's side, and I'll be voting not guilty all day for Lucy Letby.
So what's the reason
I still stick with guilty, and there's a few reasons. What's the well, the biggest reason is that she already had such advantage. I think a young woman working.
You see, once again,
is not convicted. A young woman of murdering babies unless they're sure. They're just not doing
I just want you to give me any evidence of what you say, Jamie.
If she's not guilty, then there's shitloads of other people that need to go through.
So do you only? So just one question then to you, Jamie, and just to run it by you. So do you only think that Lucy's miscarriage of justice in that courtroom, in that court case, is because she didn't scream from the rooftops, she had a shit solicitor, or the jury weren't allowed to see evidence, it was held back by the judge?
Oh, you missed the
And
fourth
hang
option.
on, I
Oh,
haven't finished
God,
yet. I haven't
okay.
finished yet. And then when, hang on, let me think. When Sir David Davis got up 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago, in the Houses of Lords Commons, saying and bringing up that the Crown Prosecution Service should not be giving the police advice. The judge never put that forward. So besides her miscarriage of justice,
That's how
what about all the dodgy things that have gone on and the meeting of the paediatricians with the other top doctor? It just a shit shambles, the whole lot.
Guy's right. Guy's right. Whatever the 1% they presented and whatever the judge says to instruct the jury or the defence, whatever they do, they'll follow it.
Sending a letter to Lord Justice Goss not to add this, that's wrong. All of it was
in
wrong.
such a serious case like this.
David Davis led the appeal for it. Like, David Davis led what do you call it?
CCRC.
Yeah,
not the appeal, the CCRC.
So
then
he
it's
chaired
gone
the
to the
meeting,
Thirlwell
didn't he?
inquiry.
Yeah, he did.
He
Yeah,
chaired
he chaired the meeting. Yeah.
And,
it's going to take another year. Yeah, easy, another year.
I think it's going
You
to
look
take
torture.
on the basis of the fact that not all evidence was submitted, and so new evidence has been found. So that's how it will get be allowed to be done, I suppose.
Not,
but yeah.
and the other evidence that
I
wasn't
wouldn't
submitted.
hold your breath that they'll be so accommodating with.
No, it'll take a long time now. She's done 3.5, 4 years.
Yeah, you're asking them to hold their hands up and say we got it wrong.
That's what I mean. They'll do everything they can. They'll do everything they can.
But they're not that they are, Angela, aren't they? Whether they do it whichever way you look at it. I mean,
new evidence has been found. New evidence has come to light. That's all.
Yeah, of course. But they're gonna. Is that evidence going to be substantial enough for them to be willing?
Well, I think personally, there's one specific one would be the fact that the prosecution used evidence from 1984 or something that was written in a study, and the guy who wrote it now doesn't agree with that.
Angela, forget about
the but that's just one. That's not. I don't think that's enough. It's like one.
It's 100% enough.
Forget about that.
The guy who wrote the paper, Jamie, not the doctor that interpreted it.
Yeah, but that trial went on for like weeks and weeks, and we're focusing on that tiny little bit.
Hang on, Jamie. It's not the time.
You're not willing to allow anyone to go the opposite. You can't handle it. All I say one thing and you're having fits. All I'm trying to do is give you the opposite, and you're going, whoa. I say one little thing.
If 10 people seen you do a burglary, you're going to ask them one. You want to know the whole 10, wouldn't you?
You're asking them to do a whole retrial over one tiny little thing while ignoring the weeks and weeks and weeks. So everyone has to stick through weeks and weeks, if not months, because that one tiny little thing were wrong. But they've got to do that. They've got to find a needle in a haystack. That's their job. But it's got to be substantial. And I'm saying, don't hold your breath, because you're asking them to say, okay, then we'll put all that, we'll do everything for you, because that one little bit of information was wrong. That's all.
You've obviously got an uphill struggle when you're asking like the legal establishment to reverse a decision. But the fact, like it is the case, is it not, that we should have the presumption of innocence. And the legal standard that should have been required here was the beyond. It shouldn't be a preponderance of evidence standard, which is exactly what they used. They used lots of statistical inference. They should use the beyond a reasonable doubt standard. They've not just taken away somebody's liberty. They've taken away a person's liberty for life without the possibility of parole.
I know we're assuming they haven't considered that though, John, because I guess them jurors will take it as a serious responsibility.
It doesn't matter, because if the instructions that are given to the jury
don't matter.
conform to law,
the jurors, I'm asking them jurors will have reflected heavily on their decision, knowing
There is-
full well a young woman is going to spend the rest of her life in jail, and this seems to be getting overlooked. It's
But
like
there is not
And it's
a there is not a
overlooked. You're overlooking
could
that
have
they
weighed
weren't given
very
the whole
heavy on
evidence.
some of them die, and they still
not-
say
Yes.
yes,
But
guilty.
don't you think it's unfair and unjust that they weren't given the whole evidence?
Well,
yes,
Di-
very true, Di, but also
Di,
not a
you-
single-
life
not a
is
single
unfair.
one-
That's just a little bit. They can't worry about that. That's
Yeah, but
just
not-
a little bit. They can't worry about that.
Not a single. Do you not think that it's a little bit concerning that not a single one of the deaths that have been ascribed to Lucy Letby as murders don't have viable alternate explanations? They all do. There's no death that can be
I know.
categorically laid
I
at
know.
her feet as a murder. There is
I know.
ambiguity with every single one of them, and she is in prison for the rest of her life. That is not the legal
Thank you for
standard
saying
we
it a
should
little
be
bit better
using.
than me.
Not a single one of the deaths
And the
doesn't
point I
have
would
a
have been
No,
potentially
wait, you're-
alternate viable
Where the
explanation.
fuck are you
I'll
coming
wait,
Sorry
don't
for
worry.
swearing, mate, but where are you coming from?
Me?
Are you talking about different like countries and whatever?
You
Not?
might not have seen
No,
the
he's
cat
talking
bit,
about here,
Ozzy. He
this
might not have
case.
seen the
No.
cat clip. He might not have seen the cat clip, Ozzy.
Fucking
Oh, well.
So I have. Well,
How
it's,
does it-
I don't know what
We'll
you mean by
agree to
asking
disagree,
me.
Jamie.
Yeah, I knew
I don't know what
I
you
just
mean
want
by
to quickly do better and
Yeah,
say
what
as
do you mean by
well.
asking where
Do
I'm-
you
where
know
I'm
how
coming
much?
from?
Do you know how much it would cost this legal system if they found Lucy Letby not guilty, and how much it would fuck up the entire, just everything that they
NHS.
found out guilty and let her out, and how much it would cost them. Then will do everything they can to uphold this conviction and keep her in a lifetime, because to them it's just one person. But if they let it go and say we fucked it up, it's gonna cause an outbar. So the best thing
Well-
they can do is try to sweep this one under the rug the best they can,
And
and
you
get
exactly.
people to forget about
There's
it.
too much public intake now. You got you got David Davies going on it. You got Mark McDonald. You got the
When's
press.
Yeah.
Lucy going to
It-
start
it-
carrying on, Di?
Carrying. What do you mean carrying on?
Well,
it's-
maybe
it's-
like protesting her innocence.
No,
Don't
it-
have
it's
to. She
I
got
was-
us to do it
I
for
was
her.
literally just about to reply to Dad Knows.
Yeah.
The game kicked in. So my reply to that were what I said before somebody else kicked in was, so where you're living, a foreign country or something, because that
No,
shit's going, obviously it's going over off in this country where we live, but it's going off different fucking levels, getting the country anyway.
I live.
Right, so-
He's here. He's talking about the case, Ozzy. Aren't
Yeah,
you
I
listening
know.
to him?
Ozzy,
Yeah,
Ozzy,
but this one, but this.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Ozzy,
sorry,
I
sorry,
live.
sorry.
I live in the UK. I was born in the
Bit of
UK.
pushback, Gary.
I live in a town called Leamington Spa. I'm slap
Oh,
bang
lovely!
in the
That
middle.
sounds brilliant.
I used to I used to work for a private medical company called Alliance Medical. I have
Oh, but
2
you have to
degrees.
say that, but yeah.
Well, I have 2 degrees. One of which is a BSc as an architectural technologist. I'm also a radiographer. I used to work in operations for a private medical company with
Well,
diagnostic
but
imaging.
gamma rays,
And my
don't
wife
get-
and my wife is a band 7 neonatal nurse that works at
Yeah, I
Coventry
know,
Hospital
mate.
in
I've
Band
already
3
heard.
ward.
Listen, mate, I've already
I
heard
don't know how
so
many
you don't have to
again,
repeat
Ozzy.
yourself.
have.
Honestly, mate, we don't
Hey,
need
just
for that
21
reason.
John. 21
Just mate.
John.
God knows, mate. Just mate. Don't
speak.
honestly, mate. And I know this is
Because
probably
he
the
dogs.
first,
How are you
this
with
is the
dogs?
first time you've heard me, but you don't have
Oh yeah,
to
and I can walk
blame
dogs from the
yourselves.
lead.
Honestly, mate,
What
I'm
made
just
you ask
asking you a
the, what
question.
made you ask the
That's all.
question of the substance? What country was he in? What made you ask
Well,
that question?
because no matter where we are, it happens everywhere, and it's
What does?
differential with fucking murders and fucking just shit in life. No, you know, but you go to
What's that
China,
got to do
you
from
walk,
what country?
you go
I
to
don't
China,
get
you
it.
keep walk down the street, get
You
knocked
okay?
over by a fucking BOID.
Fucking
You know what I mean? No, joke aside, you know, joke aside though, it's what it is, isn't it? And like, I don't really know much about what you're talking about, other than what I said previously about what I seen on Channel 4 about the cats. Well, cats, should I say? You know, and yeah, that's it, man. You know, and that's how it goes.
Jerry is pointing out that John has got more degrees than this recent heat wave.
Yeah.
Just
Give
two.
her up.
Both-
Give her
Okay, that
21
was
months
about
out.
39.
both of them BSCs, not BAs. They're proper degrees.
Yeah.
Where do I teach Jimmy how to play?
Vicky,
Where do I teach
congratulations
Jimmy how
to
to
you
play
and your wife.
imposter vets?
But my,
Where do
my,
I
my,
teach him how the rules? Just wait, he's in for a right shop. He's gonna
I
love
bet
it all
your,
night
John, was
game.
your second degree the radiography?
Yeah, but in
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said about the
and-
gamma rays.
I thought it'd be your second one.
CT
Go on.
and MRI, gamma. It's all I know.
Yeah, there we go, mate. Gamma rays.
No, it's not gamma. Jesus.
Well, listen, Jimmy, this old man's going to bed. Everybody on panel, good night. Stay
Good
safe.
night, Richard.
Everybody,
Good night, mate.
Richard, before you go, can I just get a bit of feedback for people listening in the background? How does it sound? What does she say? So she's going to bed now. Will she say what will she say? Too noisy, too loud? Can't hear it. What does she say?
well, she's snoring, so she must be okay.
Oh, bless her.
I did his job perfect. Sent me right off. Brilliant.
Oh.
Take care, everyone. Everybody,
Top man, mate.
Good
Top
night,
man.
Richard.
Respect.
Stay safe and look after
You
yourself.
too, mate. You
And
too.
you, Richard.
Stay safe. Bye bye.
Yeah, I definitely with the whole
He's a
leopard
lovely
thing.
chap,
Obviously,
that Richard.
it obviously is an emotive subject, and it's difficult for people
Oh,
to.
see, he's knocked me off again.
Well, it's yeah. That's going to make it
Jamie,
more
he's knocked me off
complicated about
again.
what you and your wife do. Bloody no.
Hang on, we'll just have to get Di back on because when someone leaves, she can't hear.
God, die.
Oh, has that what happened?
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll kick her and then I'll drop her link back out and then get her back up. I have to hold back because I can only say one thing with Diane. I must be so blunt. She's gone mad, you know. So I'm.
No, she's really passionate.
Jamie, you and Di have proper set twos. The sex must be amazing.
Yeah,
No, but you know what you said there, Jamie, about the opposition, right? Nothing about what Dad knows better just said about sex and whatever. Not forget about that. But you know, you know when? Yeah, I know it's just a joke, but it goes to show that a joke can actually be a genuine joke. You know, because I took it. I took it in the right way with that.
Without any malice, yeah, and that's between people that will respect each other. That he's obviously he's got that. I'm not a dingy who's going to take it wrong. He's because otherwise he won't say it.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
Hey, Jimmy, listen, you think I'm just bluffing you now? But remember when I tell you years ago,
I have to slow. You'll have to. I struggle to understand what you're saying when you mumble on. It's not. I know you don't know you're doing.
Might just because can you hear me better now?
No, it's definitely the booze.
Oh no! Can you hear us clearly, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear.
And I'm saying this. Remember years ago, and I'm saying I want to try to bring some sort of imposter game onto the channel, like play imposter.
Yeah.
I found a way to do it, Jamie.
Like
we're going to play imposter. We're going to play imposter with just words in private chat. I found a way to do it. I'm not pitching the Unite. I'm not pitching the Unite, but I've got a great idea.
We'll do a private stream yard and practice it or something.
Yes.
Di, welcome back. You're in charge.
Yeah, welcome back, Di.
Right, gamers, shut up. Aussie, take the floor. Everybody
Hey,
else.
woman. Do tell me. I tell you what, woman. The woman in the world tells me. The woman in the woman tells me to shut up, mate. I'll tell you that now.
Lighten up, man.
Don't be grandmother.
All right.
And you do not tell me to shut up on night, woman.
Aussie, be quiet. Gamer, take the floor.
Yeah, I'll be quiet.
No, sorry, gamer. She is in charge. You can't talk to a host like that. She is guest host. You have to show a bit more respect. You can't refer to people as woman. And if she tells you to shut up, you have to. She's part of the furniture. Is Di. So
I know. How dare you question? Even assume someone's gender.
Hey, let's have that far.
Yeah, exactly. Another great point, Bear, as well. How the hell do you know she's a woman? Yeah.
Well, do we want to go around the room?
To stand up against these women. Well, like
go around the room and just ask people what their pronouns are.
I don't know. Is she a cis woman?
I
Normal,
looked at this thing the other day, and everything that deals with women always begins with men.
No, Di, on a serious note, just say what you're going to say.
The only thing that
well, all my problems begin with woman.
It is.
But with respect to embryos, all men start off as women. That's why all men have nipples.
Yeah.
So that doesn't seem to make
Oh,
sense.
you've got to
Oh,
get your
anyway,
clever,
Dad,
haven't you,
carry
Todd?
on, man. Carry on,
Just gotta
Dad.
get
Carry
clever,
on.
haven't you?
No, it's all right, Ozzy. I
What,
finished.
so every one of us has made a
Is that
transition
it?
at some
I was
point.
looking
Are you
forward
saying we've
to
all
that.
transitioned? That actually makes sense that we've all
Absolutely.
transitioned.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
certain that we're our sex is pretty much the first thing that happens, or one of them.
The male sperm determines the sex,
What?
doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's
Well,
like instantly. Like it's not
the-
like there's not
there's
like a
primary-
delay.
There's
Yeah,
primary and there's
25.
primary.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, there are primary and secondary sex characteristics. The primary sex characteristics
What is
would
that?
be your gametes, i.e., what
Here
type of
pops up
gametes.
NHS, man.
So if you produce small mobile cells, i.e., sperm, then that would make you male. And if you produce large immobile gametes, i.e., eggs, then that would make you female.
Oh, just tell us in English, man. Just tell us in English.
That
I
was
just
a
did,
English.
Jamer. I just did. And like
No, no,
John
you did.
Stern
It's
But
said,
amazing. It's amazing what
secondary-
that, though.
Doesn't mean
Secondary-
anything.
I was
secondary-
back Friday on my laugh then.
But secondary
Secondary
You're a
from a
Friday
black
night,
sheep.
like a science lesson, you know what I mean? A biology lesson on a Friday night pisses the
Excuse
fast.
me,
I'd rather
order,
baby just spit it out rather than in just gonna
Order.
get doctor on us.
order.
Fucking I'll order you. Shut your mouth and then tell me
You're
what it's
being
fucking
charged
tell
every
me
time.
woman.
I didn't
Gamer.
tell you to shut up.
Gamer.
I said order.
I'm gonna.
There's no
sort
way
out
I
all
didn't keep orders off woman,
Oh,
Reese.
for God's
Oh, the
sake.
backstage. I've popped in backstage for you, Di. Let me turn your
Pop
mic
him in
off.
the corner.
Well, do you know what's also an interesting fact? That because
Your
of
mic's on
gastro-
full, Di, and you're still quiet. You'll have to
Because-
come a bit closer. Come closer. Come closer.
Who, me?
because of
He's at the
because of-
moment.
because of castration, what happens
Yes.
during like to development to humans and all mammals, for that fact, during our embryonic development, we form from the asshole up. So there is not a single person in this chat who, at some
That
point
ain't
in
an
their
asshole.
existence, wasn't just an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
And that
seen it.
includes Gamer, I'm
I've seen it many
Well,
times when the
say,
blast
yo,
pieces going
Fucking
forward.
hell,
It's
change the
brilliant.
fucking tune.
Yeah, many asshole on these channels.
That's a right reply to that, Di.
Equally applicable to all of us, I'm afraid, though.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. Ha ha ha.
Right, we've
But
done
some of
lunch.
them
What
don't
we're
like
doing
take the full recognition, though, do they?
For what?
Being an asshole.
Well, it depends if you're being stabbed up there or not, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, they usually get you in the back, Ozzy.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, them fucking backstabbers and rats, I know exactly what you're referring to. But you know, torture, bloody hell, man.
Torture.
Yeah, torture.
Have you seen those three boys though on that the rape of the young girl? They've been sent to the Court of Appeal to have their sentence.
Oh, well,
reversed.
a bit.
Yeah, it's been
Right,
reviewed.
let's change it. Let's
That's
change
awful.
it. Change it.
Go on, Ozzy.
Let's change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, change it, man, into something positive.
I was driving home earlier. It said 24 degrees. So much cooler.
Oh, it's cooled down a bit now. Yeah, better.
Yeah, what was it? Like 32 degrees on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Now it's a much more acceptable.
I was
read.
convinced on global warming the other day, John. I was convinced it was true.
It's none of those stories you're believing, Jamie.
Yeah.
Some of the videos I've witnessed with
Maybe I'm not,
especially in
maybe I don't have
Leicester.
a clue. I am.
Jamie,
I am back and forth all the time when I'm watching these documentaries on it.
you going,
Yeah.
Jamie, you going for some kind of record on like compacting as many controversies into one stream as you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
possible?
He's brilliant
Like
at
the
it.
Let
He's
Me
that-
Think.
He's the
Can't
king
be
of
a
it.
traitor.
Yes.
Grapey gypsies. Let's see what else we can shoehorn into this one.
No,
Joe.
no problems.
I mean, it's true. He gets all sorts on here. You get all dupes who's passionate about her politics and everything, and AY's passionate about his protests.
Yeah,
I'm trying to free nurses.
That's it. It's right, isn't it? That's
Oh,
exactly how it is.
yeah.
Well, and
Everyone's got
in-
their passions.
in fairness, Di, I probably do have a bias with regards to Lucy Letby. I probably am more predisposed to leaning towards not guilty on the basis.
I got a
that-
serious question regards it.
I-
I know I
I-
said move on.
Oh,
Go on,
sorry.
sorry.
I do. The reason being is I do know how chronically mismanaged, underfunded, and
Yes.
how like fairly horrific some of the
I'm
management
seeing.
of these
Oh,
units
hang on,
can
let him
be.
finish his point because this might be
Sorry.
back what I'm going to go on to, so you
Go
can see how what
Go
we're
on.
on.
So I don't just have a bias with regards to the presumption of innocence with regards to Lucy Letby, but I could also, whilst my wife isn't a sociopathic murderer, I could also see how because she is a band 7 nurse, she's
What,
also a
like
nurse
poison you?
practitioner.
Hang on.
In your sleep?
I can also see how if a unit was operating poorly and they did have like an abundance of deaths that they couldn't quite account for, I can see how that could be hung around the neck of a nurse rather than the unit taking accountability for its
It's not
shit.
other than this, though.
Okay,
You got it
so-
completely wrong. Sorry, Jamie. Carry
No,
on.
you're
mate.
right. So there's a lot of these hospitals that are failing, aren't there?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're not. Children are not dying.
Say that again.
Well, no. So it depends on the type of unit. It also, like, people make the claim that, well, hang on, how come these deaths all of a sudden stopped after Lucy Letby was arrested and she wasn't in charge of patients anymore? But they also downgraded the unit immediately after she was removed from patient
Too
care.
late.
But the point is that
it's too late, or it makes the point that because they've downgraded it, they no longer have really serious ill
it
babies.
reduces the number of
Exactly, they have no
high-dependency babies
intake.
that you'd have on the
Yeah.
unit, and you don't know
But
what
that
the
still
cause
doesn't
effect
change the fact
is.
that there's, I don't know exactly the number, but how many other of those type of wards that do take those babies exist across the country?
Well,
And guess
it-
what?
Loads.
Them
it
numbers
also-
are not like that, neither die.
But it also doesn't help that they when with regards to what evidence they presented to the jury,
That's
they
where
literally engaged.
DEI is saying that the jury have been, and this is where I think again I think you're being unfair on the jury. It's like they're a bit daft. I think no, I don't think so. But yes, they might have been misled, or it might have been laid on thick. But again, they're supposed to be able to see. That's part of the job, to be able to see through the mud, to get through it. That's
Yeah,
the
but
job.
But Jamie, if they're not given the evidence, how can they say it?
They're being asked to send a young woman away for the rest of her life in front of the world's
Don't
media
skip past
and
what I
all their
just said.
family.
If they haven't been given the evidence, how are they meant to
Yeah.
judge on it?
The problem is, Jamie, that they literally send the jury out of the room, so the jury is not aware of the information that it's not aware of. They cannot.
No, I get how it works. That's not the point. They saw her every day in court, didn't they? Sat in dock.
So look,
Well, they could have
there are
seen it,
examples.
yeah. Oh.
There were examples of neonatal babies that died, they think, of insulin shock. And some of the babies that died on the unit of insulin shock were excluded from the court case because Lucy Letby wasn't working at the time. They had clinically almost identical cases.
like
You've
that.
got baby A,
Won't
who
believe
died
you.
of insulin shock, and you've got baby B who died of insulin shock. And obviously they charged Letby with baby B dying because
Because it
she
was
was
just
proximal
insulin.
to the patient
Yeah.
at the time. But they didn't tell the jury that there were other babies that died on the unit with almost identical clinical symptoms that Letby couldn't possibly have killed, even
she
if
wasn't there.
because she wasn't fucking there. But they
I know.
the statistical fallacy is called
That
Was it
stuff there
used?
is what would convince a jury of innocence as well. Isn't it? That's what they need to be hearing. And
No,
and
but does
effectively
it-
It
present-
seems as if. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
doesn't it
No,
indicate that there may potentially have
that's
been
what you were saying. They've deliberately presented it in a way which points the finger at guilt. That's what they're saying happened. Yeah, we agree.
But the point is that if there are babies that died on the unit that are unaccounted for in terms of the cause of death, and there are also babies that died on the unit which are unaccounted for in terms of the cause of death that Lucy happened to be on shift for, and
Yeah.
the only
Passed away.
ones that were presented to the jury were the ones where Lucy was on shift, they
That's
have
unfair.
precluded the jury from coming
Yeah.
to the conclusion that there may
On
be
the
a cause
statistics.
other than Lucy Letby.
Oh,
right?
no, actually, though, does it? Or does it argue?
Of course
Because
it
that's like,
does.
well, no, it doesn't. You say, hang on. You say, of course it does. Well, hang on a minute. That's like saying, no, I forgot. Oh, that's like saying that no babies are gonna. Oh, I've missed my point now. I'm gonna have to.
It's like you being burgled. 10 people saw you. Yeah, 10 people saw you, but one of them says he didn't see you. Now you want the whole 10 people, or you want the one person? You want the
It'd be-
whole
it'd be
10
like-
people?
Let's say, Jamie, that I was trying to demonstrate that you, on average, were a worse driver than I was, right?
All right, no,
And
I've
the only
remembered the point. Right, no, I've
but-
remembered it.
but the
So it's
only
like, say,
evidence
well,
I was-
a child died when Lucy went on, right?
Yeah.
So
They never use that.
so because that happens, that so she can't be guilty. That's like saying
No.
children. No, it doesn't make no sense. See,
it
so
doesn't-
you're
it
that's
doesn't
why
mean-
Dao's saying you're going, yeah, and I'm
It
thinking
doesn't mean that she
no,
can't be
no,
guilty.
no.
I'm not making the claim
Because,
that Lucy Letby is
other
innocent.
kids are going to have died, and they're not going to be able to know what it is. That's going to have happened. That does not provide any sort of evidence whatsoever that Lucy Letby is innocent just because other children have died.
But Jamie, the nature of the evidence that has been presented here is that look, if you
that's the point.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's
you
like,
wouldn't
hang on,
need-
John. But they've got that, but it would have to have been within the same time frame. Like, how close was it? Exact circumstances, unexplained, unable to.
Yeah,
you'd have to prove that, and I think it's too much.
Every single one of the CODs, the causes of death, with regard to what is claimed about Lucy Letby,
Before you say it, how do you know it? What's your source of information? Where do you know this? What are you going to say?
the court transcripts, the court
We've
case
read the
is our
court
How do you know it? Is it like fucking public?
But just asking me,
Is it all right? Oh,
public
sorry, Dad.
knowledge.
Calm down, lass. Calm down.
Okay, relax.
It's public knowledge. Like I have just as much justification for claiming what I'm claiming as you're claiming what you're claiming. But the point here is that every single death that has been ascribed to Lucy Letby has a legitimate, alternate potential cause of death.
Yeah.
If now I will grant you, Jamie, what you've just said, like if you could actually absolutely ascribe a cause of death to Lucy Letby's actions, then the fact that there were other deaths on the unit would be irrelevant. But they chose to not present other deaths on the unit that had equally ambiguous CODs, causes of death. They just assigned the ones to Lucy Letby because she was working on shift.
Okay, I have to have that fact check because I heard that they got asked someone to have a look and match up the workers to the deaths, and they said,
and it wasn't used.
No, and they said, is there any members of staff that kind of stands out? And there's one that stands out like a sore thumb.
Yeah,
and she's called
Jamie,
Lucy Letby.
And she was the most qualified. She was the most qualified nurse on a relatively high dependency unit. She would have been assigned the most high risk cases.
There was many other people though. No, I've seen a spreadsheet, and within that were all the staff members that had access to all these children, every single staff member, and then it showed all the, and then list when they were on duty when these deaths occurred. Yeah, no dot.
He's
no
looking
dot,
at
dot.
a month over
But then
18
it got to
months.
Lucy, right? And then it was just
Team is looking at 1 month over 18 months.
all the way down were dot all the way full for Lucy. Not any other staff member were even close. Not half close. Not even
Jamie,
not even 10.
Yeah, so you might care.
He hasn't gone with the statistics over the 18 months. He's
No,
gone
but
for a
that's
month.
fact. That is literally which
That's
member of
not
staff
fact at all.
stands
That's
out.
not fact at all. You're
Where the
completely
police
wrong.
started their investigation.
You're
the police
completely
started
wrong.
an investigation there.
Jamie,
I'm
is the site whether it's facts or not. Just allow it, man.
No, he's
I'm
completely
sure
wrong
people
because
get
they
it.
never used
It's
the
what it is,
statistics.
isn't it?
memory,
Yeah.
From memory,
You
I
know.
believe like 11 deaths have been ascribed to Lucy Letby, and
Yeah.
there were 17 or 18 cases that were considered, and they
Yeah.
just they just didn't.
Yeah,
ascribe.
because you just said that she wasn't even working there. That's one of the reasons why you said.
The
All
problem
right,
is,
but John, that's still not making any sense. So if you suspected someone were doing this to babies at the hospital, how would you find out which ones it was then? Because would you say it was all babies? Because not all babies, because some are dying, aren't they? Because it was hospital.
I would expect there. If
Do
somebody
you get my point though? But some of them
No, no, it
It
children,
wasn't a failing
I do.
hospital. No,
I
you wouldn't
get your
expect
point.
it.
100% get your point.
You wouldn't, looking at the statistics on that hospital, if it wasn't a failing hospital, those babies wouldn't have died.
But you know the people that writing down them statistics are the people who need to think about, because they're the fucking ones. You know,
but look,
People don't write. Aussie people don't write down the statistics. Statistics are made up over a time period, and then a statistician looks
yeah,
at
but
them.
obviously there's a name. There's a name.
You got to remember as well. On this,
you know,
on this unit,
address and everything.
on this unit, like almost every single one of these deaths, there are there's ambiguity about what caused the
I can't
death.
believe we're talking about
Like
this. Man.
even
This is
even if
crazy.
the person who authored the paper that was used to demonstrate or to justify hypoxia with some of these babies, with some of these children, categorically stated more than once on the legal record that you could not use his paper to justify that in the way that it was used. But not some doctor that interpreted the paper. the
Angela,
author of
big,
the
know.
yeah, big something new up.
and
Yeah,
also, like
we're-
other stuff was
Yeah,
going on
move
the
on.
unit as well. Like people were logging into the drug carts using other people's IDs and pulling
know.
drugs out
And
of
in
the
and out
cart.
the rooms. I know.
It's fucking nuts. Their record keeping was shocking.
Well,
Diabolical.
that's what we live in. This is day and age, mate.
Yeah, but you don't send
Where
someone
have
to
you
prison
been?
because just
You
that's
don't
what
send
we're
someone to
living.
prison based on that, do you?
I mean,
It's
I'm leaving
an
it alone.
unsafe conviction.
Yeah, leave it. I'll move on now. Move on.
You say it strongly, confidently, but I think more respect to the jurors. They know how heavy that decision plays on a person's life. Young woman working with kids, all 12 of them, locked her up for life.
And yeah, and you know what? I actually agree with you there, Jamie. In part, like the jurors, they're no different from you, me, anybody else. They're human beings, and I'm sure
Not one
they
of them
they
fought
would
her on. Not one of them said, "Hang on a minute."
But they are only allowed to consider information that is presented
given.
to them
Yeah.
that they like the information that they had access to according to the transcripts is different to the information that we have access to because they must follow judges' instructions. They're called jury
Yes.
instructions.
Yes.
They don't get to consider like we
I know
in
what
a
you're
weird
saying.
way,
You can say
we have
if
more
you
information
exist,
now than the jury had at the time that
you
made
must
the
find guilty. I get you. That's judges do that. But you've had the transcripts. I mean, did he do that, or did he say any of that?
He was misguided. He told that he'd.
Did he tell them to find the guilty? Did he say you must find the? I bet he didn't. I bet he didn't do any of that.
No. So it wasn't a prescribed judgment. He didn't say that the jury had to find him guilty.
No.
But the judge gets to decide what evidence is applicable.
Can be
and what
permitted.
evidence
Yes.
Yeah.
is not applicable. The judge decides what evidence gets presented to the jury. And if you had 20 deaths on a unit in total over a 6-month period, for example, and the only information that you presented to the jury was the 11 patients that died that happened to die whilst Lucy
Well,
Letby
she was on duty. Yeah.
and they didn't know about the other 9 deaths, that would prevent the jury from coming to the conclusion that there was probably a larger holistic
Something
problem
wrong
on
going with the
unit.
ward.
They would
Yes.
they would only come to the conclusion that Lucy Letby was responsible because they
Yeah.
only gave the jury information where Lucy Letby could
And they
be.
weren't allowed to see any
totally agree with that point.
statisticians.
Yeah. And is it confirmed that was not given? They didn't
It
show
wasn't.
the.
Yeah, it's part of the transcript. It's part of the
Yeah,
public record.
transcripts. They didn't give him the statisticians. Yeah.
They eliminated. They chose not to prosecute on case X, Y, or on patient like
A.
they had.
O.
Yeah, they didn't.
No,
choose
that's
to prosecute.
well. I want to move on.
They
It's just
made-
dragging
they
me
made-
anyway. I've had enough. It's not. I want to. Only because
Yeah.
I'm just too tired. I'd like to. There's too much to it, and I want to do it good. It's too much.
You've done it a good time this time and last time, to be fair.
Not really. It's been chaotic and all over the place, and loads of people have just left. So no, not really. No, not really. You are Angela.
I was just going to say it can be quite frustrating when people are talking. Well, say when someone's talking and then the people jump in. I'm worse for it, obviously, but yeah, I think maybe.
What do you mean by that? Is that why you're going quiet?
I do
Well, I've
apologize
said
for
my
being
piece
particularly
anyway.
activated,
I
but
won't do it
again, like
again.
I said, because my wife's a neonatal nurse, I can absolutely see
No,
how some
absolutely.
see like this.
I
could
think
be
everyone's got valid points, don't they? I think it just must get stressful for Jamie, having to control people, like whip people.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Jamie knows how to do what he does. Hence why he's got all these followers and doing what he does great. So like obviously Princess, what you're talking about now, he knows himself.
No, she's absolutely bang on. She's just analysing what's happened tonight, how chaotic it's been and difficult for me. Whereas we've been doing them that long, people kind of should know. I shouldn't need to be going, whoa, hang on, whoa. What she's saying is that we're at a point already where Jamie can sit back and just chill for a bit because everyone knows the score.
Yeah.
I get that point 100%, mate. I get that. But that's the part of running alive, isn't it? You
Well, not
always, you
right, but
always know there's going to be some idiot or idiotic person. You know that before you run it.
Yeah, exactly.
On a panel, you should respect the host, yeah, and other people on it.
I respect him, man. I respect you. I respect everybody
I'm
on
not
here.
meaning you. I'm not meaning
Yeah,
you.
it's so all about in general, which
Yeah.
understandable.
If gamers foolishly come on and starts talking about natural, instantly gets me paranoid, instantly making me think, oh, it's all a load of bollocks, and it's just so.
Well, I think what's real, but that we're natural.
No, and then being disruptive as well, just talking out loud, thinking out loud in chat. What do you think? Right?
Yeah. So
right,
keep it on the hush, innit?
Gonna promote on about that natural bollocks, some new video of some bullshit. Then disrupt,
I've seen it,
then going all that Roger that, and then I'll just take a 5-second yellow card like I'm some dingy who's got.
So is that what's big good nothing?
I think that's what's going on. Actually, yeah, I think I've been set up for a fail larger down line, so I'm just.
Listen, mate, I never knew that. I literally never knew that. This is the first time that I've been on for about a year and a half. You know what I mean? I've come to show you a bit. I'm always in the chat, not always, but sometimes. I don't come on here to argue or anything like that. I'm not.
Rob, you there?
Hello, mate.
Hello.
Big up, Rob.
Hello, lads. So I wanted to change the direction of the conversation towards the new James Bond.
Towards what?
The new James Bond.
I've never seen it. Any good?
It's a video game, and it's the origins of James Bond. It's absolutely fantastic. It is a great video game.
I think you've been playing it for about 2 or 3, 4 hours then.
No, I got it yesterday and I finished it today. So it's brilliant. Seriously, it's a very good, very good video game. And I don't normally get into video games like this, but I've just pushed straight through it.
Yeah, but that one's fucking out. What did you have it on easy mode? You've done it in a day.
Yeah, absolutely had it on easy mode.
The
storyline is fantastic, man. And it's a great video game. So I just wanted to come up and tell you all about it. And go and play it. Go buy it, man. Or watch it. You can watch people playing it. It's absolutely brilliant.
How much do they want for a game that's going to last about 24 hours?
I think it were about 70 quid, Bear.
To be honest, nah. That's not my kind of game. For something that's 24 hours worth of gameplay.
That's ridiculous.
But I don't.
It does depend what replay value you get out of it, right? Just because you
Young
can go
men
through
like you
I'll never play it again, but I don't buy very many video games. That's the thing. This is the first game I bought this year.
Was it James Bond on sale? Wait until that goes on sale next year.
It'll be yeah.
Play him a year later, and they're about to.
Absolutely.
James Bond. Sorry, bud.
Sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. But it's a James Bond related question, but it's not a gaming question.
That's okay.
Does anybody else think that we did miss a trick by not having Idris Elba as James Bond? I'd have quite liked to see that, actually.
I think he'd have made an excellent James Bond.
Hell yeah.
You taking the piss?
No, I think he would have made an excellent James Bond, honestly.
No, he wouldn't.
007.
Yes, that's
the way it goes, isn't it?
Well, not watch one, so
can't beat our Sean Connery.
It scared me.
Oh, do you know what I watched the other day? I watched The Rock for the first time in about 10 years the other day. What a great film.
Is that the film with the Escape from the Island?
Yeah. And it's got what's his name?
Nicolas Cage.
Cage and Sean Connery.
Look at that.
That's the one. Sean Connery is the one I was thinking
He's
of.
handsome. He's handsome. He was.
Handsome chap.
He was a handsome chap.
It's an exceptional film.
I think not stirred money penny.
Excellent film, The Rock, Money Penny.
See the Scottish one.
So that's a rock.
Yes, yes, he was the Scottish one.
There is a beard.
Like, but there is a method. There is a method.
Beard, orange beard or something.
He's got the salt and pepper in his beard. It is a grey beard because he's like in his 60s even in the film.
He's past now, 60s.
But
he's later than that. He's gone.
But
Sean
well,
Connery's
he's dead
passed
now,
away.
obviously.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, yeah, but the Rock was filmed in what, the 90s? 97,
yeah.
So I think he was 60 at the time. Yeah. But the thing, the theory with the fan theory with the Rock is that actually the character that Sean Connery plays in the film is actually James Bond, because he was British SAS, and the reason that he's incarcerated in the film The Rock is because he stole state secrets from the United States. So
oh wow! I'm gonna have to, so basically, John, you fucked up my Saturday because I'm gonna have to rewatch that entire film.
But the fan theory is that like Sean Connery in The Rock is Bond, who was incarcerated by the United States because he stole state secrets.
You know, it's crazy this, right? Proper madness this. But you know, MI6, they get all the information from, well, not all of it, but the majority from fucking insurance policies.
From what?
Insurance policies like house, cars. They get a lot of their information from them policies.
Yeah, but I don't think any of the I don't think any of the institutions, like the Secret Service institutions,
we'll be that bothered with our insurances,
give a single shit about privacy. I don't like. Do you think they're opening a GDPR manual and going, "Oh well, the privacy of this citizen"? I mean,
we know that's not true. We know that's not true just by like a single word, right? One word, echelon, from the 90s. You know, we know that that's not true. Prism, we know that that's not true. You know what I mean? So there's loads of these things. Be true? Well, because Echelon was literally about spying on our own citizens and the citizens of Five Eyes. and Prism was all about spying on our own citizens and the other citizens of the Five Eyes network.
Prism is a lens looking one way and a lens looking another. That's a prism.
If you think MI6, MI5, the CIA, and whatnot are all sat down having some deep dive, like an ethical conversation about the privacy of the individual citizen, you need your fucking head read.
Well, I've got a rack of servers in a basement to sell you.
Have you? How much you want for it?
Well, they're only Raspberry Pi, so about 50 quid.
Oh, what is it? Is it the boot-up version or the standard SDS card?
Oh no, it's a Raspberry Pi, mate, with an SD.
Yeah, card. I know what a Raspberry Pi is. That's the reason we're asking the question. Has you got a fucking Bluetooth or fucking, your Raspberry Pi? What you've got? I don't mean what you got.
Oh, it's got Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Well, there we go, mate.
Yeah. It's got wired internet as well, not that it can actually run it at full speed, you know what I mean? Because the Ethernet port runs off a USB 2 thing. Oh, fuck it, I'm not even getting into that now. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I'll see your Raspberry Pis all day long, mate. For 20
I bought one of them. I've got one in my bottom drawer.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
Where did you go?
Hello, Jamie. How are you, sir?
I'm very good, Rob. I'm very good. We have come to the conclusion, though, Rob, so I'm kicking you out, unfortunately.
Oh, that's naughty, but fair enough.
Good night. God bless you, good people.
In a bit, I love.
In a bit,
Jamie. Ta-da. Bye.
Ta-da, love.
Bye.
Have a good one, all of you.
Good night.
Have a great evening, Jamie.
Take care.
Yeah, thanks for tonight.
See you later,
Jamie,
BBA,
thanks.
Angela, Di, John, Ozzy.
Yep.
See you later, guys.
Take care.
Have fun. Be good.
Ta-ra, mate. Ta-ra. Yeah, it got filled up quick, didn't it? The room filled up quick, and then the panel got just so busy. And then it all went downhill from there.
That's like opposite, wasn't it?
And I
Yeah.
think it's purely just the emotive topic, or too many people, or I feel like I'm just going around in circles at this point, because how many times do we going to have this same discussion on trying to fix that issue that's no one to blame for, John? Do you know what I mean? Does it make sense? It's like, how do you fix it when there's no one's fault?
I think it activates people. It's a difficult discussion to have in the same way as sort of like obviously being careful with TOS. Like in the same way.
Oh, there were no to do with that. It was just the way we were all contributing and discussing it, I think.
Yeah, true, but it is like it's always very difficult to try to remove the emotion or how invested people are in these discussions when you're literally talking about babies potentially being murdered. You know, it is difficult because we are human, we are subject to our emotions, and that's obviously worth bearing.
Yeah, that's what's happened. I was in such a good mood. I'm all up good, and now I'm like, holy shit, what has happened to me? It's only been 2 hours. It's no good. That I'm not doing that. I'm not here for that. I'm not doing it again like that. So
yeah,
whatever, I'm not doing it.
It's not a subject I would like. If you give me a load of, I'd rather talk about like
is that what
the
it is?
CIA, not give a single shit about our privacy as opposed to.
And when I was asking myself what triggered me, I had to mute up for the last half hour to get to the bottom of it. What has affected me like this? And the only thing I come up with were the way Gamer were behaving. I thought that the paranoia set in, and I thought it was deliberate. That's what's affected me. That's what's affected me. That I'm thinking it's all been part of a fucking bigger picture. And
I don't think Gamer does anything to you on purpose. I don't.
No, he says no. I get paranoid. I accept it. I've read his messages backstage. He said no, I won't do notes like that to you. Don't worry. And he has to accept I'm not being honest as well. So,
what do you mean though, Jamie, by like doing anything towards?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you watch it and see what you think, what did it when he said? Oh, well, there are a couple of patterns. It's just patterns, isn't it? It's patterns.
Yeah.
But you knew this anyway, though, didn't you? Same with Princess Angela. You know, it's like nothing born yesterday kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like literally that's how it is. It's all right. It's all right in small doses, man. Game's all right in small doses, but when I'm not tagging him off. I'll say that onto him on this platform, any platform. I blocked him. I blocked him about a year and a half ago, mate. Serious, no joke.
Oh, you're about
Gamer. Yeah, Gamer. I blocked him a year and a half ago.
Yeah, well, that was a weird thing. That was the start of it. And I had to say, what are you? Is this? Is he having a laugh? Right? Yeah. But then he said, "I'll take a yellow, Roger that, all that, Roger that," and then I'll take it. And that then made me think all he's saying that for is just to get straight back onto the panel. It's just all weird shit. That I just
something was said when it was like something was said and it made him, I think, fall into that role, and I can't remember what it was, into that old the role where he wants the attention and he starts just being the disruptive person and not.
To be honest with you, Angela, I'm so sorry, love, for cutting you off, but all this makes sense because if you cast your mind back to like ends wild and natural, and obviously he's gone to his yard, his gaff, and he fucking took pictures, and whether it's AI generated or not, but I'm not judging him, because I've been in that kind of place myself, but only for so long though, until I got myself out of it.
Was this the chat that Gamer was having a set to with the other day? He took like pictures. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. It was somewhat probably just paranoia, whatever. Moving on, game. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, move on. That's the best progressive way to do it, man. There we go. Move on is the best policy ever. If you don't move on, you stay stagnant. And when you stay stagnant for too long, it fucking interrupts your day, life, and living. We all know that.
Yeah, no, it's not. And I think we did really well. It were doing so. It could have been so. Got to do something different, Jamie. Yes, right. I'm out. Catch you in a bit, everyone.
Yeah, good night, mate.
Good night, buddy.
Everyone.
See you.
And yeah, Angie's not been able to get. We think short. I'm going to have a think about this. And yes, Jane, this is getting absolutely bloody ridiculous. And
maybe do you think it might be helpful to be a bit more prescriptive in terms of the topic? Obviously, I appreciate it's hard work for you, Jamie. Bless you, but maybe be a bit more rigorous with no. This is what we're talking about. If you want to talk about that, that's for another night.
Yes.
But
I'm
you need
going to ring you in tomorrow. I'm going to ring you and get it all. I'll ring you. I'm going to ring DP and find out. I think I get you, but I don't want to say too much as well because it depends who the guests are and certain. There's more to it, mate. It's but if
True, but look, I mean, if I come on, I'll follow your lead, and if I start veering off to the left or whatever, I'm happy to be still. Look, at the end of the day, it's your channel.
No, we're adults. That's the whole point, mate. So if people can't behave like adults, then they shouldn't be welcome on panel, and that's on them, not us. So that's the starting point, John. It's going to be about if people can't manage to be appropriate on panel, not my problem.
Well, regardless, Jamie, thanks for doing what you do. Thanks for keeping it going, and thanks for having me on again. I'll catch you later, everybody.
You're always welcome, John. Know your great topics, and I enjoy you around, mate. I do. It should be a laugh, but there's a time if it was structured, then we know what we're dealing with as well. I can't just say, "Oh, free for all Friday, keep it bloody." It gets daft, doesn't it? I can't be treating like an idiot, isn't it? Right. Catch you later, John. I'm wrapping up fast before I start mumbling. I'm going to go and spend an hour on Rust and have a chill. Take care, everyone. Team Wow. I don't know who Team Wow is, but hashtag Team Wow. Let's go. Hashtag Team Wow trophy. Top. I thought Team Wow were AJ Smith. I would only have known one person, AJ Smith in Team Wow. And that's probably wrong. Okay. Oh, April 10 yen. I think so too, but I'm happy to accept his word as honest backstage, to be honest with me. I am. So we'll do that. Good night, everyone. Akita. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye. Team Wow, how many? Let's go.